Like 4 or 5 line thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Fowler left.
Wow.
Bummer.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Strahd.
Curse of Strahd!
That
Turn
was
his TV off.
that
Turn his
was
TV off.
Right,
that was character introductions in the form of a Phoenix Wright scene as done by Navari, who is played by Ain. Thank you very much for that, dude. That was actually really fucking cool.
Thank you, man. I very much enjoy doing those. So
Great gaping asshole of Barovia.
I mean, I enjoy that
And
too.
actually, ironically, the next person that I was going to introduce for you all is the original stater of that quote. We just happened to get mine clearer. It is Giltz, who is playing Noel Beaumont. Or Beaumont.
Hello.
And then I guess we'll go next to our boy Moon Kami, also known as Thoth.
Hello, everybody. Pleasure for the evening. Pleasure.
And the person running the stream, keeping the map up for y'all so that y'all can enjoy. It's our boy Plaz, aka Aegon Mahiz.
What up? What up? What up? What up? We are here and ready to roll.
Get it!
Let's do it.
Mr. DM, also known as Hambo, also known as the other guy who streams very often with
Hold on,
Plaza a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
let me turn Hambo up a little bit.
Dungeon Stepdaddy.
Dungeon Stepdad.
Yes, that's me. I'm Hambo. Hi.
You do. Even with me
There it
turning
is.
you up,
Okay.
Hambo, you do sound kind of low. It sounds like you're
I
kind
don't
of.
understand why. Hang on.
Turn your mic up.
Hambo
Tyler.
is
Yeah, I'm
our
gonna turn it up through.
tabletop.
I'm gonna turn it up through my Discord settings.
Go. Go get it.
Okay, do we sound better now?
Hello.
Hello.
Might as well do the recap while seeing how your voice sounds
Yeah.
in the stream.
Alright, I apologize. My
but
alerts
actually,
aren't working at
because-
all for some reason, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know where the disconnect between Twitch and OBS is.
Soft episode.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Alright, you told me to turn it off. I'm turning off the stream. Bye, guys.
Falu did redeem a shot, and this is a thing that I do in solidarity with Plaz. Every
Yes.
time a shot is redeemed, I do bong rips equal to a D4 halved. So we're gonna go ahead and roll.
Roll
I
that
got
beautiful bong rip.
I got a 2, so we have it. It's 1. Here we go. Cheers, Plaz.
Cheers, buddy.
Let me go get a beer.
Oh shit.
I'm eating cheese fries.
God.
All
Turn
right,
his TV off. Turn his TV off.
cheers, Shu.
Cheers.
Got a beer in my hand now.
So, after you're done dehydrating and then hydrating, Hambo, which you should do both.
Yep, I'm actually grabbing a sip of my drink right now. There we go. So yeah, let's dive into a recap, right?
Yes, please.
Sir.
So fuck, after helping recover the bones of Saint Andrew, you all stayed at the church, woke up the next morning, and began to roam the town trying to find information. Thoth was looking. Was it? No, not Thoth. Noel was looking for a place to put together a weapon that he had been working on. In the process of being there, you heard about a wagon that had been being kept at, I believe it was called the scrapyard. So the stockyard. What the fuck was it?
Stockyard.
Stockyard. Yes, the Arasek stockyard. And in there, you met Gunther and Yelena Arasek, the owners of the stockyard. They told you about a covered wagon that was brought in by a man not too long before you guys arrived, and was paid they were paid a generous amount of gold to watch the wagon. No questions asked. It's a carnival wagon. You guys go to take a look because you were told that the lady Wachter, a person who is in constant war with the burgomaster of the city, her sons had been fucking around by there, and you guys decided to go and have a look at what was going on in there. Turned out it was a saber-toothed tiger that he was keeping in his quote-unquote carnival wagon. From there, after almost completely unsuccessfully resetting the lock and trap to the door that the the saber-toothed tiger was kept in, which great use of a good boy card there, Shu, having Navari be able to cast a mending even though she doesn't know it.
Yeah.
You made your way to the Blue Water Inn. Upon entering, you all made
Ouch.
notice of Octavio, the owner of the carnival wagon, in the inn there having himself a few drinks. After some introductions, Noel noticed that Rictavio might not have been who he was perceiving himself to be. He discovered that he was, in fact, actually the legendary vampire hunter Rudolf von Richten, and has been there for a little while now in search of a legendary artifact called the Sun Sword, of which he informed you that he himself had one of the three artifacts necessary to be able to defeat Strahd, which was the holy symbol of Ravenconnor. After a couple of tense moments with a very heavily imbibed Thoth, you all decided to make your way back to the stockyard to retrieve the amulet and make your way out to clear a werewolf den. And that was where we had left off, was you guys making your way back to the stockyard. So you are currently walking the streets of Valaki, heading south from the Blue Water Inn. Let me bring that map up for you.
I just
Man,
want the
okay.
people to talk to me, that's all. They keep avoiding me.
So you guys were
That's great.
Navarre knows better not to say anything in this conversation.
was it there? Hang on. No, and two. Okay, so yeah, where you guys are right now is the Blue Water Inn. So you would be making your way east down the main road of the town and into the stockyard here. And on the southern end is where Rictavio has his wagon. It'll take you guys about like 15-20 minutes to get there, because when Navari and Aegon ran into each other, they were around here originally, and it took about the same amount of time.
Okay.
So is there anything that you guys wanted to like chat at all or anything like that as you make your way there?
Yeah. If he's not like talking like in intense conversation with any of the others, Navarre's gonna kind of like tap Thoth's shoulder and kind of be like, can I talk to you for a minute back here?
Yeah, go ahead.
She's
I'm
gonna
cool
like
with waiting off from being right next to Ricky over here.
she's gonna like slow her pace down so that the two of them would be further behind and everyone else is ahead. When they're a good enough distance where they're like still following, but like hopefully not actively eavesdropping, Navarre's just gonna kind of like put her hands behind her back and she's kind of not really looking at Thoth. She's gonna be like, "I'd like to apologize to you.
Oh yeah?
I feel like I haven't exactly been very fair to you. You have a very large ego, but I've been pushing it a little bit on you. And
I ain't been paying them much attention, but I accept your apology.
I'd also like to apologize for casting sleep on you the other day.
Now that I can completely get 100% an apology behind.
It's just I don't know how often you've like interacted with children.
Never.
Okay, that makes sense.
Jesus
Really?
Christ.
You really need to be a little gentler with them because they haven't really experienced how tough the world can be. I know
I
you
have
are.
at their age, so what does it matter?
Well, not everyone's going to be as good as you are.
Well then, like I say, get some grit. It's all good. They'll be fine. Hey, at the end of the day, I understand why you did what you needed to do. Because I see kid, scared, whatever, younger, weaker. So I see it. I told you not to do it again. You apologizing for it. I ain't gonna be too upset. At the end of the day, that boy fine. He'll grow out of it. At least he ain't gonna be mad when people pop in his head no more, right?
If they do, yeah. I just want to put water under the bridge. Going to be traveling together, I'd like to at least be working together amicably.
All right.
She's gonna like hold out her hand for like a proper like handshake for it.
I go ahead and I extend my hand, but I shake. But you can still see I'm like big smiling because you apologize, but I'm just like, yeah. Like in the back of his head, you can kind of see like he's like, knew you should apologize in the first place, little girl. But for sure, we cool.
There's a small little roll in her eyes, but she kind of gives you a
is the red
smile
light
back
green
and she
light?
Nope.
properly shakes. All right,
All right.
Just race.
I'm gonna be counting on you throughout all this.
I got you.
I got your back. And with that, she's gonna she's gonna put a little bit of a spring in her step as she catches up to the others.
Egon, Noel, was there anything that you guys wanted to do while they were hung back?
So, Noel's gonna be telling, like, reminiscing. It's like, you know, one time I saw this man, you know, this scoundrel kicked a cat and he broke his knee in 3 places. Talking about, Rictavio.
Does he have something
asked
against cats?
No,
No, nothing against the cat. It was the man.
yeah, who kicks a cat? I mean,
Do you have something against man cats?
nobody has anything against man cats. He was defending the cat.
They hate you,
I
buddy.
have, I have something against man that turns into wolf or raven.
And he also got an issue with a man who turns into a cat. He just said it too, bro. Like, you know.
He did not say that. I understand
I'm
what he
just
said.
joking. I'm joking with you.
As long as you don't have anything against cats or men who are cats or cats who are men.
No, it is made
What about a
before
cat that was a man who's a cat now again?
polymorphing.
Sorry.
And
I'm
do
just.
you remember that drink you invented? We drank it, and 3 weeks later we woke up. We don't know where the hell we were. We had to come back here.
Who fucking knows where we ended up, eh? Such a good time, though. What I remember was a very good time.
Very
There's
good
no way
time.
you two
Woke up
drank
covered in
so-
blood.
There's no way
Nobody-
you two drank so much you ended up in a completely different town.
As
It
I'm
was a
catching
very
up,
strong drink. Something along the lines of
We
mixed with wormwood,
We were,
if I remember right.
we were in town, and in the belt of town, had to come back.
as Navari had ran up, Thoth was kind of walking back and not really like catching up so like super fast. But as he catches up, he kind of leans to Navari just a little bit, and he's all like, also, he's like, and like just quieted. I just quieted enough to like while everybody's still talking about like what they're talking about. I'm kind of lean over and be like, hey Navari, another thing. I had noticed a face that you had made at the church when you woke up. I want to talk to you about the dreams we had that night.
She
If
like
you cool.
stiffens up immediately when you say that, and she's like, later.
What is happening later?
Alright,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
we about to go get drinks.
But
She
now
wanna
I'm
take me
worried
on a
about it.
date.
Do not put words in my mouth, Thoth. And don't continue where your mind is going.
It's too late. It's off the cliff now.
Navari just throws her head back and is like, in a desperate like, flips her hood up over her head.
Thoth hands back on head, big chillin', big grinning.
Anything else before you guys make it to the stockyard?
I'm good now.
Yeah, that's all I need to say.
Right on.
I have nothing else to. I'm good.
All right. So you guys make your way to the stockyard. Me move y'all over.
Ah! Who keeps moving us?
Yeah.
It's like this
Just
weird
with
hand comes out of the
with
sky.
that little
and
bit of
hits us.
echo in your thing, Pop, that just sounds like you fell down a hole.
I just imagine the keflings when you pick them up and they're like flailing.
Hey, yo, what's up,
You
Lee?
go like, it's more,
Welcome
it's
in,
like,
man.
it's like,
Just the cut off.
Oh fuck, dude. So you all make it back. You all cut your way through the stockyard down to the southern end, where Rictavio opens up that secret compartment, pulls out some pieces of gear that he happens to that he will need. One of the things that you didn't see in there, Plaz, Aegon, is that he pulls out a small, almost looks like a hammer, but it's built kind of wrong. You know what I mean?
You said it's built kind of wrong.
Yeah, almost like it's like a solid metal piece that has like almost like a cane type of handle kind of look to it, but the whole thing is solid metal, and there's like a little button on it. A
Okay.
couple little like there's two little levers on it.
Did my shadow thing
Noel,
break
you
too?
would no, it's working.
No, like the video, the clips. It's not playing clips anymore either.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, OBS is fucking up, man. Anyway,
Yeah, Noel, you would know this as just his gun. Like Thoth isn't the only person carrying a gun.
your
So
your
still
hammer
have
doesn't
that old
look
relic?
right. I think your hammer is not hammering the way it should.
he lifts the thing up and he goes, "Oh, there's the hammer. Don't worry." And like slides it into like the waistband on his right hand side. And then
Yeah.
everything else he just loads into his backpack and puts on.
Noel just kind of looks at him and was like, "You still have that old relic? I thought you'd have upgraded by now."
Why get a better tool for the job when the one you have currently work?
You got a
Everybody
point.
likes new tools. Speaking of which, I've got to go see if they're done with mine.
Oh, that is fair. That is fair. What did you as you start walking up, he starts asking you about, what you were having made.
He tells him about the cross with the knives attached to it, and that folds in and out.
And you say it worked like a boomerang.
Yeah. Remember what they used to tell us that, you know, put a geometrical shape in front of the vampires and twirl it around and it scrambles their fucking brain. They'd freak
He
out and
lets
don't know
out
what to do.
he lets out a very hearty laugh, patting you on the back. Oh, always the ingenuitous one. Always good to hear that you're still working on making new tools for the job.
That really how that works? Like Navari kind of like using her hand and magic to like almost like mathematically figure out how that would work with that shape, and she's just like, I don't. How did? It's magical, right? You're making it magical.
Van Richten notices you trying to piece it all together, and he goes, "Think like boomerang, but two together."
I'll have to keep an eye on when you
Almost
use it.
You've never seen it.
cross
You've never
shape.
seen an X-shaped boomerang.
How would that? How?
I've seen a boomerang plenty of times.
The
but I've
shape,
never
the
seen-
design, it can't. Physics.
Better way to describe
It can't work that
like
way.
a discus. Like a discus.
Yeah,
Ricky.
discus.
But it's
Hey,
not a
hey,
discus. It's a.
Like
Ricky,
discus, like throwing disc.
Ricky.
It's not a discus
like,
though.
it does it like the X shape, right? It does the thing and it pulls it back, right? Because he has enough force in the throw to make it go and come back, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Come on, y'all don't get it. Y'all
But
y'all not
here,
warriors like that.
if I may interrupt,
I
folks,
apologize for
here's
never
the
using
thing.
actual weapons before. Besides,
It's fine. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I don't throw my weapons. I prefer to smell their fear as I cleave them in two.
that's
Van
terrifying.
Richten gives a
Check out the
Van
nose
Richten
on
gives
this
very
guy.
deep bows to both of you, and he's like, "I totally understand. There are different ways to hunt. Think of it like this. Here's he leans into thought and he goes, here's the best part. The way he described is it start a single knife with press of button spin to
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
See, that one worked.
Navari looks over to Noelle, and she has the most, like, she can't fucking believe this is a thing that can happen. So she looks at him, she's like, better show that thing off so I can get a better idea about it.
Oh, don't worry.
Well,
I think where we're going,
I
we
have a
will
feeling
have
there will be a demonstration very soon.
There always is.
And you are, as he says that, you are approaching the door to main shop front.
Good, because I have a demonstration I would like to show you as well.
Who is you? Like general you, them you, me you, or
What is his name?
Who are you inferring to?
Octavio?
Rictavio.
Rictavio, aka yeah.
Rictavio, I was referring to you.
Said that with a little malice. What do you mean?
No malice intended. I just would like for all of us to be led to glory.
You see as he shifts his backpack, the like the pommel of his sword sticks out a little bit, and he fixes it again. And he goes, "I've been up close and personal, but in my time," he pats his right side. He goes, I've lost a step in my age, so I need to play it a little safer."
Well, then I am glad that I am here. Do not worry. I can be in up close and personal for you.
I trust this big old buddy of mine with my life. And she pats Aegon on the back.
Look at my IOs. That's all I know.
What was that?
Huh?
Not yet. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but only the dice will tell the story.
Look, I trust it. That's all it is.
And trust is important when you travel in a pack. Werewolves here know that more than anyone. Trust me.
Oh, good.
More than that we can get rid of around the town, the better off the town will be.
Oh, good.
I did get word yesterday that some people in the city of Barovia tried to uprise against the Baron. The town was decimated. They were major port for goods to go throughout most of, especially here in Valaki. Krezek is still okay from what word I have received in the most recent times, but Barovia, for the most part, is now lost. The sooner that we can get everything that we need to be able to take the Baron, I feel the better off we will be. I had heard tell of a town to the south that tried to do the same. I do not know if there were any survivors from his wrath imbued upon them after they had lost their uprise. But there have been dire times here in the last year. So any bit that we can do to help as hunters, gestures towards the door where Noel was, is making his way through. We try our best. But time catches up to all of us, and you know, sometimes drastic times call for drastic measures.
I can respect that.
Navarre looks slightly uncomfortable rubbing the back of her neck, but she just kind of gives a little stout nod, and she's like, I mean, I'll help how I can. Not much of
You
a monster hunter, though.
is your skin irritated in the back of your neck? You've been rubbing the back of your neck quite frequently.
No, it's fine. My neck is fine. It's just a little habit that I've had.
I'm a hunter, so hunting ain't nothing. I'll hunt whatever.
Alright, and with that, we will jump inside of the storefront here to Noel. As you walk in, you hear hammering on steel, and Yelena approaches you at the counter. Oh, I think he's about done. Let me go take a quick look. Steps to the back and like peeks her head in the door as the hammering stops. You hear the stand like the typical of him like tempering it in oil for the last time.
Oh, like the hiss?
Yeah, like that hard hiss. Did it come through on the microphone or no?
No, it did not.
Oh, okay. Because I've been doing sound effects and I don't know if they've been coming through, and I feel like an asshole now.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, turns to Rick Tobin and
There you go.
Beautiful.
That-
Thank you. Okay, you were saying, Noel?
he just turns to Rick Tobin and it's like, I love that sound.
He peeks through the door that's still open and he goes, "Music to my ears, friend." And then, fuck, what was his name again? I'm sorry, I'm an ass. Gunther steps out and proudly, with his gloved hand, sets it down on the counter. It's all folded up, wrapped in a cloth. He sets it down for you.
Beautiful.
And he's beaming, dude.
Sorry, hold on 1 second.
I will have to make the item unless you already have one that you
I
have put
don't.
together.
I don't
Okay,
yet.
I'll have to put it together for you, but for now you can just use the stats of like a +2 boomerang.
Sounds good.
I'll add the extra slashing damage on. I'll work it out. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at creating the items, so.
Oh yeah, you're good. So yeah, you pick up and open this cloth, and you see a beautiful steel dagger inlaid with silver. Natural wooden handle. The ring that comes off of it is almost like a golden filigree, where like it looks like it's multiple pieces, but it's actually one solid piece, very ornately put together. And you can see a small track that runs through it, and there's a little actuator button on the hilt, like the hand guard for the dagger. That when you push that button,
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
it rolls them all out, stopping one at like holding it at 12 o'clock. It stops one at 9, and the second at 6, third at 3, and they all lock in place.
He's playing with it a little bit and testing it
What
out.
the hell is this? What the hell? What the hell you say? What the hell you say?
So it's very aerodynamic. You feel like the filigree was more done not for a design choice. Sick, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is some beautiful craftsmanship.
This is more than what I could have even imagined. Your craftsmanship is. Mwah.
He gives a deep bow and it's I don't think I could have ever done that again if I tried, honestly.
Your craftsmanship is amazing. I'm absolutely confident that you could if you wanted to. For glory, friend, for glory.
Oh, hey, if there's anything that any of you ever need, as long as you're in town, I think I'm your guy.
And you always will be. I don't think, I don't know if we talked about price for this, but
Basically just a dagger modification, essentially.
Everyone in stream, I hope the audio and everything is coming through pretty clear. If it's not,
you
somebody
said how
let me know.
much?
25.
Okay. He's gonna drop 200 gold on the counter. Like, I hope this covers everything and a little extra for you.
His
And
eyes go wide and his jaw slacks a little bit, and he's like, I mean, I appreciate it, but this is 10 times more than what I was charging you for the work.
consider
We
it an
can't accept
investment.
as much.
Consider this as a investment in keeping your shop stocked with material and lasting long enough for us to continue patronizing you.
And consider me invested.
But is he in a vest?
The bag of gold up.
Is he
No,
wearing a
he's
vest?
he's in a metalworker's apron right now.
Then I'm sorry, I
Pair of
can't
goggles
can't
on the
believe that
top of
he's
his
fully
head.
invested.
Smart ass.
What is a blacksmith's apron if not just a hardy vest?
I mean, fair, fair.
Hey!
That's because it doesn't cover the back.
Well, there is one kind of vest that. Never mind.
Try to
Uh,
keep
An
going.
investment.
Hambo, so I can prep
Bill
the
knows what I was implying.
the next ambience set. What area are we heading to?
You are going to be making your way northwest to the woods. You're literally.
Okay.
Actually, it would be.
Is it the Svilak Woods?
Not the village of Barovia. Hang on. It's world map. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Come on.
The Svalik Woods.
Yes, the Svalich Woods.
Svalich Woods. Okay.
The Zvalich Woods.
Got it. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to get that prepped and ready.
Yeah, you're gonna be. I believe if I remember what I had said, it's in this area somewhere.
Okay.
Or was it over here by the lake? I don't remember.
I think it was closer to the lake.
the
You
first-
said.
Closer to the lake.
On the
I remember it
shoreline
being-
of
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere in like this area here.
Right around here-ish.
Which won't take you long because you're coming out here, making your way here, hitting this less traveled path, and then making your way into the woods. You could even make your way straight into the woods from the bridge if you wish.
You also
Oh,
could
wait a
probably
minute.
go along the shoreline right here.
Also, not that. Get rid of that one.
Scratch that, reverse it.
One.
Pick it up and
Put my thing.
and reverse
Put my
it.
thing down. Flip it and reverse it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hey,
You're
there he
in the
is.
freaking frame yet.
Okay.
Look, all of us together make a cross.
Oh, y'all motherfuckers. When you use Thoth as the lead. So I would say
'Cause
that's
he's the
about a
greatest.
40-minute. Yeah, I would say that's about a 40-minute travel. Do an encounter check just as you guys get to like the beaten path here, like off the beaten path. I mean.
What time is it as we start leaving?
You guys started leaving about midday.
Midday. All right, so I I believe I casted Mage Armor at 9, so it's about midday. So it's got like 4 or 5 more hours on it.
Yeah, which should be more than enough time for you guys to get that handled and get back. I still have my notes for the Arcane Ward as well.
Sweet.
Awesome.
That's it. You guys make it to the woods and begin your search in the general area that Van Richten had heard of this werewolf den. I'm going to have all of you make investigation checks.
Hey, I'm pretty good at those.
Okay.
Hey, I'm pretty not good at those.
Not when I roll a 1.
I'm pretty bad at these.
Oh, 20. 30, 20.
I was so close to a natural 20. Oh, man. I'm at a 10.
Well, Van Richten got a 7.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, you guys end up coming across it with very little issue.
Oh, thank goodness.
It didn't have anything for a cave. So let me see if they give me something here. Yep, this'll work.
Are we going in a cave?
Yes, you guys are going into the werewolf cave. The werewolf den.
Okay.
Well, I at least have it for when you guys are ready to get in there, because they didn't give me any caves.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys all approach where you have found this cave face, probably somewhere in like this area here, like near where this river begins forming from the lake.
Okay. I'm going to smell the air to see if I smell anything familiar, like I would recognize the scent of a wolf. Right.
Give me investigation with advantage. Not investigation, perception with advantage, because you're making sniffies.
That is a natural 20.
God damn. Scout, please, for the love of fucking God.
You pick up and are able to tell that the 4 werewolves that make up this den are here.
I think the den is occupied currently. I can smell them.
Can I use survival to see if there's any like lingerance of like food? Like, did they just eat? Like, what was like the past few things that they could have been like doing?
I feel like that would that would be a survival check, because it's essentially an encampment, so you would.
Okay, yeah, I'm rolling. Dirty
Hey.
20s.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah.
You would be able to tell from like the markings and stuff that are around the cave, like the way the area looks, that whatever they did have, they had a few hours ago.
Okay.
So they're probably just sort
They're
of
in
just
there and
relaxing right now
yeah,
after their meal.
they're probably in there just sleep. Yeah. Look, you can tell by the way the bones are that they just eaten a few hours ago. So they're probably in there resting. Or at least in some way they're more in a comfortable zone. They're not thinking about nobody attacks them right now.
Maybe we should wake them up for a glorious fight.
Or we can get the jump on them.
That's what he said.
Oh, I thought he meant like wake them up so that it's a fair fight. I'm like, fair fights are kind of. If the point is to get rid of them, no reason to be fair.
It's still like daytime, right?
Yeah.
Would Aegon know that they would probably be in human form rather than werewolf form right now?
Mm-hmm.
Currently, they are not werewolves. They are not in their wolf form. So perhaps maybe we can subdue them.
Maybe. Our
Well,
Directing gives you a look. And is like, I would not advise. But if we hold them, where would we hold them? First of all. Second of all, how would we hold them when night falls?
oh, so you just cool with walking in there and blowing their brains out? That's what we doing.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point.
Okay. All right. I don't know if they gonna like
My-
this
my
glorious
plan-
battle, but let's go do
My
it if that's
plan
what
was
we
to
doing.
come here. Yeah. My plan was to come here and clear it out by any means necessary. And for the most part, when it comes to dealing with werewolves like I have, usually it's just death. Because they will try and kill you.
All right, there, Ricky
Min-
Tikki Tavi. I'm with it. Let's go in there. Can I do our roll stealth so I can start going there and blowing brains out?
While I don't see much glory in this, it is to protect innocent people from further harm.
just out of curiosity.
I point over to Aegon. There you go, big man. Good idea.
Just out of curiosity, because I actually don't know too much about werewolves besides stereotypes. Is it possible for werewolves to control their forms?
From the study that has been made, I have heard that depending on the will of the infected of the disease that is lycanthropy, you can potentially, but I have not seen one as such in my time here.
I see. Okay.
Not saying that there isn't one,
Last thing I need
but
to do. Last thing I need is for us to happen is to go in there, think we're fine because they're humans, and then suddenly, oh, they turn to werewolves.
They're not gonna get the chance.
All right. Okay. Let's at least try to keep quiet.
I am casting protection from evil and good on myself.
okay.
Okay, and then can I cast? Where is it?
Oh yeah, you have Pass Without Trace, don't you?
Yes. Can I cast pass without trace?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautiful spell. I love that spell.
All
Shame
right,
every time I
and then
use it.
casted.
Shame every time I've casted
so,
it.
If you click on that spell, does it say that there's a material component? I just want to know so that way I can give this the proper flavor.
Yes, it does. Let me go to.
You should just say it right there on the spell description.
Yeah, I moved away from it. I'm going back to it right now.
Gotcha,
It says
man, no worries.
components is verbal, or like, do you want me to read that? Like verbal, like it says VSM, so verbal.
Yeah, what does it say in parentheses next to the M? It should give a material
Ashes
component.
from a burned leaf of mistletoe and a sprig of spruce.
Okay, so you have this little pouch that you keep with you, and you reach into it, and you just grab a handful of this ash, and you just, in a quick flourish around you and the rest of your group, this darkness, as the ashes falls over you, this darkness does, and holds there.
All right, so
What is
Yeah.
what is this? I'm like rubbing at my skin. Like what have you done? What is this?
Oh, I recognize this spell.
you want to tell them, Navari?
It's a spell called Pass Without Trace. It helps us really blend in to our environment and makes it harder for people to notice.
I'm just sitting here cheesing. like chest is puffed out. I got my hands like crossed on my chest. I'm just all puffed out, like cheesing, like yeah.
I'm surprised by you, Thoth. I didn't think you knew a spell like that.
Excellent work, Thoth.
Nah.
Excellent work. And I pat him on the back.
I got my little bag. I got my little bag of tricks, y'all. I got my little bag of tricks.
But Thoth, tricks are for kids.
That's right. That's why this is my gambit. No, I'm joking.
X-Men theme plays.
Okay.
In order to stay the best, you gotta come prepared. That's why I'm prepared for it. Y'all, you ready, Ricky Tikki Tavi? I don't think
Sorry,
he likes
you
to
guys,
call
I
me
am-
that.
I am just trying to, because I'm an asshole. I forgot to put the encounter together ahead of
Oh,
time.
you're building,
So it's
yeah.
another shit.
Fine, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how many times I've had to do something like this because I'm like, they won't want to fight these things, and then they're like, let's fight them. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, and then I have to at some point run and grab my clothes out of the dryer.
Okay. The ambient feels appropriate. It feels good. It feels right. Yeah, I don't want to burn all my spell slots yet. I don't know what we're coming up to next. Oh.
Enter- Oh, shush. Moving them. Quit it. I'll fight you. Real life. We're all going to be entering from this side. And Plaz, I'm finally going to actually fucking use it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is there a bigger... Can I make this bigger?
Make what bigger?
Oh, that's big.
The fog. The fog.
The MS Paint has arrived.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's so weird looking at it from this end and not the
Yeah, I know,
DM
right?
side.
No, right? Just watching it all disappear in front of you and not just be a very transparent blue.
Yeah. An
this is
extremely
what I-
transparent blue.
Just gonna put the hands like this.
Alright. So we're in the werewolf den? Why am I getting like Diablo 2 vibes?
Right. I gotta go back to this. That. Okay, yeah. So there is a fire burning in the back. It gives you. Oh, I'm drawing. I meant to erase.
Oh,
You can see there, and I mean, fuck it, dude. Like, ain't outside of that.
I mean, I can
It's like a
cast
small
dancing
little
light
campfire burning.
and give us a little bit of light.
Oh yeah, Plaz. Like I had said at the end of last session, Van Richten did give you the holy symbol of Ravenkind. It should be in your inventory.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me stealth checks all around.
And there's a +10 because of Path Without Trace.
So do we roll? We don't roll. So we don't roll with advantage. It's just +10 or
It's a
what?
+10.
Yeah, you just add. 10.
I got a natural 20, which is now a 36.
Okay, you just
Uh,
add 10 to it.
Stealth, you say?
Actually,
Nabari,
literally that.
Nabari does the peace sign and turns invisible.
So, my question is, with pass without trace, does that give us advantage on stealth?
So 14
No,
plus
it just
10
gives
is
you
a
plus 10
24.
to your. It just gives you a plus 10 to your stealth score.
Okay.
So I have a 24.
Because
Good, 'cause I'm
mine
gonna need
mine
it.
is with disadvantage because of my armor.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. So 14.
Everyone's trying to be stealthy. Thought was just like, all right, I think I got it. Where'd Navarre go?
Yeah, like I'm just you disappeared. I'm like, all right, well, she's good. And then I already know I was about to jump right backwards and disappear with you. But then I'm like, I'm double checking with everybody. I'm like, oh, everybody else
They're not very
okay?
stealthy, are they?
No. I'm like, oh,
You
I
got
guess this
massive
isn't.
lion with heavy armor and guy who just legitimately doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, I
I'm
could
just
just
like,
I could just make sunlight show up. Like,
buddy, we going through the dark. Come on, man.
Gotta get the stealth roll for Van Richten for you guys to see. Because he rolls with disadvantage because of the plate mail that he's wearing. But he still gets a 28.
That's pretty fucking
Nice.
good.
It was a 15 and a nat 20.
Yeah, that's
I do
Okay,
also.
so
I have dark vision too, in case it's like dark in
As
the
do
cave.
I.
So.
if people need light. I have dancing light, so give us a little bit of light.
Let me just get some rolls here for these fucking people. 3, 4. And they all get high.
I also have a skill called alert. So
Me too.
That gives you
I'm
advantage.
be,
Hey,
Can't be
I'm gonna be
surprised.
ready.
if you
I'm
have
gonna be
advantage.
ready.
neither of you can be surprised. And honestly, they all rolled fucking terribly. So, you guys are moving around unseen. How do you wish to move around in this cave? I will unveil more area as you go.
So who wants to go? Since Navari had the best, I'll let her go first.
Navari, she's mostly gonna kind of stick around.
You gesture to you gesture to Navari. She takes a step off in that direction, and you lose her immediately.
She's heading along the cave side, basically.
Okay, so as you go along, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller.
Ah! I disappeared! Ah!
Oh no!
So you're making your way along.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like trying to whisper, Navari, slow down.
Move yourself to here, and wait there a minute.
All right,
Who is next? And are you all just follow the way that she's? Oh, that's drawing more. I'm sorry.
I was gonna just follow behind Navari in case.
Right on. I'm just gonna carve out a
Navari
little bit
kind of
more 'cause
like
you have dark
glances
vision.
back at you, and she's just gonna kind of like do like the cutthroat no kind of hand gesture. Basically, she wants to be this stealthy by herself.
All right.
There we go.
I kind of
Say,
mouth like
"Oh,
I kind of mouth like
looks like a-
stay where I can see you.
I made it
Thumbs
look
up.
like a butt.
The great
It was
gaping
like-
asshole of Barovia.
But
This
was
is
not
it.
exactly.
You found the actual great gaping asshole of Barovia. Great gaping asshole of Barovia.
Right here.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's right here.
No, this is it right here. That's the
That's
axe.
the.
So. Yeah, hello, poof cloud. Ricktoven. Ricky Rick, Ricktoven, Ricardo. You're also really low, Guilt. Hang on. It sounds like you're like 15 feet away from your microphone, too. Yes, that's much better.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
Thank you for the hydrate or dihydrate, Hambo. I do. I made specifically sure to turn everybody up. Oh my god. Yeah, Discord suddenly was like, hey, you know what would be great if we just stopped working? Oh, that's why. That's why. Hold on. I got it. I'll fix it.
Okay.
There we go. Better.
Here. See?
Van Richten thinks about the
I had
question
to
that he
fix
asked
it.
for a second, looks to Noel and goes, I guess we could just use the campfire as our directory, so we should be okay. Follow me. And he starts breaking this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait,
gonna
wait.
Say,
Let
kinda
me go.
whisper, this isn't first time that we've had to fight in the dark like this.
I'm
So
gonna
then as
stick with
they-
him so I can kind of like.
Okay, and then so as I see them, as I see everybody go in their respective direction, I just rub my hands and I say, "All right, let's get this started." And then I like use my like earth walk, and I like jump to the ground. I do like a jump, and then I land on the ground, and I'm like moving like I'm roller skating, but I'm like shifting with the ground, and I'm just going straight this way.
Okay. Yeah, the three of you.
But I'm kind of like staying. I'm kind of like staying like with the rest of everybody else, just moving up.
You're all gonna get to about here. Navari, do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you would see about that. I would see about the same as well. I can't draw straight lines with a mouse in my hands because I'm a dingus.
Okay.
Only the
I
best
need to-
dingus.
I need to grab my partner. She is at the gate, and I need to make sure
Oh yeah, man.
she's good.
No worries.
I got you. If anything, when the battle starts, I'll roll initiative for you. I got you. He's gonna be about here. You're gonna be about yeah. I was thinking you would be in between them, so that way you can sort of like keep an eye out for where they're stepping.
Even better. She already made it inside. I just gotta get to the door.
Sick.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
All right, so
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I'm gonna give them one more try to nat 20. Your average stealth scores are fucked.
Hell yeah.
No, the highest roll out of all of them was a fucking 7.
Nice.
You guys are still moving clean. So
Alright.
you can all move yourselves as you wish. Rickton's gonna keep wide. Noel, do you want to move yourself to wherever you would like to be?
Yeah.
I figure we kind of like could fan out, you know.
Yeah.
That was the exact plan that Van Richten had.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to try to get.
At this point, the dim light is enough where you guys are standing to see that the back wall of the cave is here.
Okay. You have like a little schmutz here in the center next to the commoner closest to me. There it is.
Okay, so there's
a little
two,
more.
There's two places I want to stand, depending on where everyone else is. I either want to be here, or I want to be here.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead and move yourself there. Yeah,
Just-
go ahead and get wherever you guys want to position yourselves. Put yourselves in position. You are clear. As long as you're not like right up on top of like where that area. I'll put an overlay in for where the fire is. I'm gonna make it a parchment color. It was. That's a square. You stupid dickhead.
Roll initiative, dingus.
Oh man, that was funny.
Fire what? 15 feet. Roll initiative, dingus.
Hey, there it is.
Well, give me 15. There we go. So as long as you're outside of like this area of influence, it will not see you.
All right,
You could from where you are have your gun pointed at this guy here in front of you.
Yeah, I'm
You
like, I
have
was like,
this shot here.
yeah,
Aegon
I'm like
shot
creeping
this.
up.
Yeah, and then
Navari
Nolan
has-
Van Richten and this guy. Yeah, and Navari's over here.
Yeah, you can
So,
see
yeah.
Navari has a lightning bolt spell ready to go.
And like I'm seeing
So
her
I
get
am-
her like bolt ready. I'm pretty sure Aegon is getting himself like prepared, and I'm kind of just getting my gun out, and I'm already like doing the little
Yeah.
spinaroo on it right now, the little old westerns.
Doing your revolver ocelot.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, I'm just out here like, yeah, I'm about to. I'm getting ready for it.
You hear a voice in the back of your head. They say ocelots are proud creatures.
I'm just like, I look. I'm like, for a brief second, I'm like my ear twitches. I'm like, what? Who's that? I'm like, you talking right now?
I am going to, since you are all getting the drop, I'm going to have you all go in an initiative order, and then we'll carry that initiative over to combat if you don't just completely off them all right away.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sam.
11.
I wanted Navari to fucking light these guys up like a Christmas
I know,
tree.
me too.
I mean, you will. You're all going to get a round of surprise first.
Noel.
I'm just gonna have you all line up an initiative to be able to do that. For some reason, Noel's didn't actually drop into the thing, so it was 15.
Yeah, it does it for me too. Whenever guilt rolls, it doesn't drop into the
That's because
thing.
I probably roll into I'm using the phone app to actually do the rolls.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
that could
otherwise
be
you'd
why.
be waiting
Just
here for like
Austin!
15 minutes. You'd be waiting for like 15 minutes for these rolls to.
Man, fuck Rudolph
I'm
Van
at
Richten.
18. I'm at 18.
Yeah, he did natural 20. It was not expected, to be 100% honest with you.
It's okay, but fuck him.
Because I just picked a random thing to just put in the encounter builder, and it was something that I didn't own. So I'm gonna just roll them some health really quick.
And ironically, that's very similar to how Navari is dressed and looks. Actually, kind of silly.
That was.
Ooh, oh my gosh, this is about to be nasty.
And that is.
Nah, I'm just rereading about my gut buster, and it really is a gut buster.
Yeah.
Like,
lastly. Hi. All right, so you all happen to be able to catch each other's glances as you all fall into position. You all look at each other, each of you looking at Van Richten last. He gives a nod to you all. You see him reach from his belt and pull out his weapon, his gun. He is going to. Where the fuck is that shit for him that I can do? I'm trying to find this fucking list of extra shit that he can do.
That's cute. I like the. Yeah.
There's like extra shit that he can add on to shit to do other shit when he attacks.
Roll some shit to do some shit.
Oh, here we go.
Shit,
Okay.
some shit. No, yeah. No.
Alright, he is going to attack, and he is going to expend a grit point to make a deadeye shot, giving himself advantage on the attack. Definitely hitting for 24.
Nice.
Dealing 11 damage. Where did I put my pen? He lifts it up, and Aegon, you see this. He picks up that hammer, pulls the little lever on the underside of the handle, and fire explodes from the end of the barrel, almost like you see with the Gutbuster. Driving through, you see this pellet take off, driving clean through the shoulder of which fucking one was it? I'm sorry, of the guy here, just fucking blasting him. He takes a quick second, turns the barrel over, points again, and fires. Hitting again. And putting one through the back and out the chest is very, very hurt.
Which one did he hit?
No.
The furthest one back.
Okay.
This guy here. And then after doing that, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and closes the distance, staying out of the light.
If he can see, Navari is like doing the hand motion, be like, no, move from there, move from there.
He looks up and sees that and takes 2 steps this way.
Are they all laying down?
Some of them are sitting. This one was sitting. This one's laying. This one's sitting, and this one's sitting.
Okay.
All right. Now it's my turn, right?
So up next is where it is this tab. Yes, next is Thoth.
Bet. All right. So first things first is I'm pulling out the gun after I was, like I said, I was doing my ocelot, and after I got the ocelot, I got it pointed at said werewolf mane, right?
One right in front of you here.
Yes. All right. So I'll roll.
All right. That just hits. Go ahead and give me damage.
Alright. So then it hits. So then I roll the Gutbuster. And then I'm also using Colossus Slayer.
Okay. Another 8. All right, you're a lot closer than Van Richten was when he pulled the trigger. You take an extra half step forward, point the gun out after doing the flourish with it, pointed where you think is directly like the base of the skull, the neck area. As you pull the trigger, your hand tilts down a little bit to give that extra little oomph to the shot. So you end up, the gun goes off. You just see an explosion of smoke, fire, and blood. As you then can peer directly through about a fucking baseball-sized hole in this person's chest.
Nice. Okay. Now, the Colossus Slayer uses my actions per turn, is that correct?
No, that's just extra damage.
Okay, so then now I have my second attack, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So then I lean the Gutbuster up to try to, like, do the finishing blow on his head. Oh, this one might not make it.
As you pull that trigger, let's see what you get.
Got a 14.
Unfortunately, you pull the trigger, and as you do, you see him start to spin in reaction to being hit, and your bullet hits off of the ground and scatters rocks.
Alright. So then I see that, and then I just take a little step back, and then I'm looking at everybody else.
Alright.
Up next is now Noel.
Right, you know what time it is. The only one.
Time for the boomerang.
Yep. And I think
All right.
they all look pretty healthy, I would say, still. So.
Except for the one that fucking Rickton blasted.
This one, and this one have not been touched. Van Richten peppered this man twice, and Thoth blew a fucking hole in this dude's chest. He's barely hanging on.
I was so close. If I would have gotten that second one, I promise you would have been
You're
his
talking about
head,
this
and I
one
would've-
hasn't been touched yet?
Yeah,
The
that
one
hasn't-
in front of Aegon and the one in front of Navari, yeah.
Alright, that one's taking the boomerang.
Which one? The one in front of Navari or the one in front of me?
The one in front of Navari.
Alright. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it in action. We're gonna see it hit go for distance.
I can't wait for it to be like a 4.
Alright, I know we haven't actually customized it yet, so.
He said it was
we're
like
gonna
for stat
do-
purposes a +2 boomerang.
+2 boomerang, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
There's those rolls we all love.
You pull the dagger out, you hit the button and get it all unfurled. Draw back, throw this thing. You hear it like whip through the air, zips right past them. They don't see it. Navari, you watch this thing kick past that person, spin around, start to head towards you a bit, and then hook about 10 feet away from you and go straight back to Noel. First time throwing this, Noel, give me a dexterity check.
Oh no.
You can
Oh, no.
choose athletics if you have it.
Better catch
Let's
it.
see.
Sticks into his own chest. Oh, I
A
caught it.
dexterity check or a dexterity save.
Either a dex check or an athletics check if you have better athletics. Dude, that thing whips back and you catch it perfectly.
Nice.
Thank God.
I'll have you do that I'll have you do that 2 or 3 more times just so that way,
Just-
you know, it's more about passing checks to be able to get the feel of it.
Right, like
If you
training
get,
yourself
I'm gonna
to.
say- yeah, if you get a majority successes, if you get 2 out of 3, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Alright, well,
Mm.
I'm utilizing the extra attack.
Oh yeah,
If I,
go for
if
it.
I can. Because as it comes back, he's going to take it, kind of
Just
shuffle
catch
in
it
his-
with a flourishing spin, just toss
Yep,
it back
and then-
out.
You got it this time.
Toss back
You got
out.
it, I believe.
I like that.
Let's
Like you
see.
catch it, spin back, throw it
Yeah,
again.
That will hit.
There we go.
I told
Alright,
you
There
so-
we
so-
go.
The damage
You're
on this
going
is
to
That's how you do
1d4
it.
plus
Yeah,
6.
what is it? A D4 plus 6?
Yeah.
Make it a D6 plus 6 instead.
Alright.
Just roll a D6 and then add 6. Because it's knives, it's not wood.
So 10.
10. 10 damage on that one. Dude, that thing zips by and takes a chunk out of his shoulder.
Noise.
Like it hit, like the first time it passed by, he was like, "What the fuck was that?" And then as he looks to his left, like towards like Navari's direction, you catch, spin, and just toss it back out, almost like how you would see like discus throwers do it.
Yeah.
And it whips through and just catches him on the shoulder, like spinning him around, still in line for Navari, who's keeping that lightning bolt up for when it is time for her to rock. But before you get to let that loose, Aegon, we jump over to you.
And I still gotta make the dex save. Or the dex check.
Oh yeah, give me another dex check.
Catch it? Wow.
DC. You nick yourself a little bit trying to catch it because you catch it by the blade. You're gonna take.
Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? This is the sacrifices we make.
Damage for damage.
You're gonna take 3 damage. You're gonna take 3
Okay.
damage because it
That's fair, that's fair.
you catch it by the hilt and a bit of the blade hits you like in where the index finger meets the hand. You feel you feel it like it hits bone.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Yeah.
So
You know that sometimes when you fuck up, this is what happens.
Yeah.
so
I see your gift. You step into the light.
I take my sword and I put it to my forehead and I said, "Kiri Jolith, for glory!" And I step just into the light and swing on the one right here.
Big guy. Big guy.
So pretty much he's doing an intimidation as he steps into the light as these things are getting
Big
fucked
guy.
up.
Big guy. You were supposed to be silent.
No, there is no intimidation, only absolution. You miss.
14 miss.
You step in after saying all that, and you rain that fucking sword down. That guy looks up, hears you, and goes, "What the fuck? Oh shit!"
How's that one?
Pulls out of the way of the first swing. You reach back up with a harsh yell, just slam down with the second hit. You definitely hit on this one. Go ahead and give me damage.
Nasty
And
word.
smite.
Smite!
What level are we doing, Smite?
2nd level.
Oh shit!
Ah!
What?
All right, so that's 11
Plus.
Then your smite
plus
damage.
17.
Oh my god.
28.
Okay, is there any other extra damage mods on that or no?
Just the
Just
17.
28?
But I'm also using my channel divinity. Where the fuck did it go? Features and traits. That's it.
Just say where
I know,
the fuck.
right?
Where the fuck is that? Yeah.
Where the fuck is it?
Where is it,
So my inspiring smite.
Okay.
I can distribute temporary hit points to people that I can see within 30 feet.
Okay. Which
So-
would be everyone.
So that's 12. So I give myself 6 hit points, and I give Van Richten 6 temporary hit points.
Cool. As you crush your blade into this man's back as he's scrambling to get up, as your sword connects, you channel your divine energy through your hands and into your blade, and as his skin splits from the sword tearing into his flesh, divine light erupts from the wound as it's being imparted into his body. How do you want to do this? How does this finish?
So he's he like rolling along the ground trying to get away from the first swing, and then I connect with the second?
Correct.
Okay. So he avoids the first swing. As he rolls, I bring the sword down into his chest, pinning him into the ground as the light erupts and it splits apart his body. And then I rip the sword back out, and then I turn to the one that Thoth gravely wounded, and I just do like the whole like palm wave, like, come on.
Yeah, with the eruption of divine light from his back, he
You trying to take my prey?
burns to ash.
I just don't want you to get hurt.
You go before
Nah,
Aegon.
Now brings us
You
to
go before
son.
Aegon, so just get your kill before Aegon can.
That's what
Round-
the plan is now.
He's
Watch those
distracted.
cameras.
Now's your
Rounding it out.
chance to be great.
rounding
I
it
see,
out.
I see what you're doing.
Now we're rounding it out with Navari.
Navari's hand crackling with arcane lightning as she spins clockwise on her heel, and she lets loose right down to hit both these boys and Miss Van Richten a powerful level 3 lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Shit.
buddy.
Both of them need to make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 16.
All right. There's the other die.
Oh, and
Yeah, they
just
both
for
fail.
flavor, their Hambo.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Why
I
do you
mean,
keep getting these?
if it were nighttime, yes.
I'm gonna take.
For flavor, I gave you one.
I'm gonna take away your
Just shouts
soundboard
of pain and
privileges.
confusion.
Well, I just wanted to let you know it's in there for the next time.
I got one right now
Future
for her
reference.
lightning. I got
Yeah.
one for her lightning.
They both fail. Shoot, go ahead and
Alright.
give me damage on that lightning bolt.
Let's see it right here. 26 lightning
yeah.
damage.
Yeah. How
Chef's
do you
kiss.
kill them both?
Mwah.
She kind of twirls. She then puts her arm on her shoulder as her hand flexes, and the lightning bolt crackles, almost like it drops frames with how much power goes through it. Hits through them both, hits the back of the cave wall, and then spreads out as if it's 200 feet because that's how much range she has with that. Oh fucking yeah!
Beautiful. So yeah, you pierce through both of them, the energy crackling through them as they both fall to the ground defeated. The lightning bolt hits the wall and almost in a shattering glass kind of pattern, just disperses across the cave wall, giving bright blue light to this cave for a short moment.
As a final flare, she puts her foot down from the spin. She throws her hand to the side as if she's Gogeta from the Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball movie. Sparkles kind of coming off of it. Big old nada.
Yeah, and then we go back to the top of the order. Let me just double check something with this, make sure I was being okay. Yeah, minimum range 80.
Although
Disadvantage
Ricardo
is
now sees
300.
why Nabari's don't stand there.
He turned back and watched the electricity crackle off the wall, looks at you and goes, picks his gun back up as he turns the barrel and fires. He will expend another grit point to give himself advantage.
He's gonna try to take this kill from
Yeah, he hits. And bullet clean between the eyes. Puts him down.
Damn. Woo!
Yeah, you guys have done it.
I'll be honest, I haven't released that much magic at one point in ever.
I want to be 100% honest with you. Van Richten's advantage roll with that crit point almost landed him a nat 20. It rolled over into a 4.
Wow.
Why do I feel like that was a little too easy?
Yeah, it was.
It wound up rolling over to a 3.
Damn.
Yeah, it's I'd expected more of them.
This is a scary werewolf den?
The point of coming here at this time is when they're not at their most powerful, so I see it as a success. We came here and did what we needed to do.
Hey, the easier the job it is, the better. That's fine by me.
If you say so. If you say so.
Now, are these over the table? Are
The
these
best way
people
to defeat
clothes?
their enemy is to catch them unawares. They had like minor clothing, like minor like bits of clothing to cover themselves. but
Minor
aside from
minor
that, it was, like, the
clothing. I
weapons
love
they
minor
had or ones that
clothing.
were left over. Yeah, shut up.
The reason I ask is
most-
because would I recognize any of them from like being from the town?
No.
Okay.
If they were a part of the town, they would have been years ago at this point.
Okay.
Navari kind of like hops back over to the rest of the group, and anyone who kind of like notices her, there's like a couple crackles of lightning going on her, almost like lingering. It's like I'm kind of energized from
Wow.
that.
Are you all right, Navari? Oh, hold on.
I'm fine. Honestly, never better.
Are did that powerful magic hurt you
No,
in some way?
I'm not hurt at all.
Very impressive.
Kind of
Very
wrapping
glorious.
his finger up.
Thoth puts his gun up and says, "They always take my kills. They always take my kills."
Van Richten like finishing up loading his gun back up and putting it away into his belt as he's walking through, looking at the one that he finished off to end the battle, takes a look at the chest of it and looks up at you, Thoth, and goes, "Very good. A very powerful weapon."
Very powerful weapon.
Noel just kind of walks up and is like, just don't mind him. He's not used to having the kill taken.
He looks at Navari and Aegon. He's like, "This is complimenting his weapon. I don't understand."
Thank you. Take my kill. Take my kill. take my kill.
He's a very prideful man.
And I thought I had pride.
Navari kind of walks over to Aegon for just a moment, decides to be a little bit cheeky. He puts a finger up to like his armor and just for like does like a little static electricity kind of thing onto him for just a moment.
My mane poofs out.
Yeah.
I just like a deadpan stare. Why are you like this?
Children are still scared of you.
And she's like covering her mouth, not being able to hide. She's laughing. It's like
I'm
sorry.
like trying to like brush the mane back down. This is why we can't have nice things.
That's why kids are still afraid of you.
Noel's kind of taking his new weapon and just kind of like.
Next time, finish
practicing
off
with
your
it.
opponent.
What was the medicine check for, brother?
Take my kill.
Just to wrap his finger up.
I fucking hate it. I hate it.
Dude, you don't even have to medicine check to wrap that shit. It's not like a thing that requires stitches. You can just easily just take some bandage and wrap your hand.
Yeah, that's why it's more flavor for like he's cruelly wrapping it up and bandaging it.
Yeah, like you're using some very sussy wrap for your hand for an open wound.
Never say that.
Sussy baka wrap.
You better be
That's
careful,
what I
Noel.
can't
You
say.
don't want to get an infection.
I've had worse.
I can
He's
just
just kind of
wound,
tossing the
Noel.
dagger up and down and, practicing with it. This happens whenever you get a new weapon.
I can't imagine you having worse in such a short lifespan.
It's a pretty impressive weapon when it almost hits me.
It did exactly as it was designed.
Aegon's got like a little smirk that nobody
After
caught
you
on.
missed.
I'm sorry, who's worried about having their kill token? Not me.
Oh, I'm about to kill all of you.
It's okay. I took his kill too.
Thoth, at least they were low enough to the ground that Noel could see them.
Exactly.
I
Jerk.
just want to get out of here now. Well, I'm done with this. I'm done with all of this. I just don't like this anymore. I'm ready to go. Just want to go kill something else. And at this point, I don't know what to do.
Van Richten, is there anything
Van
else
Richten
that we
gets
need
up,
to do
wipes
in
off
here?
his, he gets up, wipes off the knees of his pants, and he's like, "Huh, we're good."
Navari gives
Says to let
Thoth
them know that it was taken care of. They'll notice that there's less number. Things will start to get better.
Navarre
Let's
gives
hope
Thoth
so.
a nice little hearty pat on the back and just kind of like gives him a little smile, just like you still did good.
Thoughts
I'll
just
begin
has
to
that
make your
little.
way out.
Thought has that is like
And
just
Rick-
walking out with that little anime pout. He's still just like
I
arms crossed, just like.
I kind of just like kind of gently grab Thoth by like the arm, like, listen, brother, I would never steal a kill. I would never deny you such glory.
Both of them
Ben-
are, got a
Ben
hand on my shoulder comforting me. I'm still arm crossed, anime pouting.
Van Richten slips past the three of you as you're all making your way out, and he goes, "Nothing." And he walks out.
What did he wait? What did he say?
2-0.
2-0.
I'm purple, but you can visibly see the red come steaming off of me now.
This is probably the
You all
most
make your
what
way.
Navarre has had.
Make your way back out and begin your trek back Malachi. Oh, not Aegon, Thoth, it's your lucky day.
Oh, he rolled an encounter on the encounter table.
Yes.
More fighting!
For glory! For glory!
I better get a 2-piece in this right now. I'm about to sit here and I want to get my get back. Get my
Plaz,
get my get back.
Can you drop the tokens in for me? I am building the encounter.
Which way do you want us to be coming in, from the left or the right?
You will be coming in from the upper left corner.
Okay. So Nabari was on my right. Aegon was on my left.
Navarre's chilling next to you.
And
Keep this encounter table open all the fucking time.
Where do you want to be at, Noel? Because I know Richtofen was a little. Rickton was.
Oh yeah, he
front
did
us.
walk
You
ahead of
slipped.
us.
Yeah, he walked past
He walked ahead of you out, but how would you guys travel going through like the woods, coming back out and like crossing the bridge and shit?
Okay.
I wouldn't be. I okay. Let me put it this way. I would be kind of like smelling and doing some minor scouting, but obviously like Noel or maybe Rickton would be better suited to like actually scout. But I'm just smelling, like,
Right.
smelling the air, like making sure we're not like, you know.
I'm still
I
a
got
little
you.
upset, so I'm kind of like right behind Aegon as he's sniffing. So I'm kind of just like.
I feel like my character is just kind of like I'm still doing looking at tracks and stuff like that, and just walking with again back with my hands on my head, like arms, like, you know what I mean, like when you have your fingers like crossed. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
having that
Yeah, yeah,
walk
yeah, yeah,
motion,
yeah.
and I'm just like walking. Yeah, no, yeah,
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no,
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Just-
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm just like I'm kind of
None of
pouting,
us
but
are
I'm still,
Goliath.
but I'm cool. I'm just back to my normal set. I'm just looking at everything going on, keeping my hunter eyes out for anything about to pop out that go bump in the night.
That's right.
Navarre's on top of the fucking world. She's not paying attention to anything around her. She's just kind of like chilling. She's kind of on an adrenaline high from casting a level 3 spell.
Where are you positioned?
Fucking not like in. She's probably like second in line. She might be like traveling just to the side behind where, if I'm imagining Van Richten is not Van Richten.
Okay.
Yeah, Van Richten is leading, but she's kind of like.
And then where are you?
Oh, right,
where
right
are you
there.
at, Noel?
Sorry.
I'm just gonna use the. I'm just gonna use the fog of war to depict these things.
Okay.
But Noel kind of flanking Navari, but I don't. Which way are we headed again? Like
We're heading like
We're-
in this direction.
from
You're
left
heading
to
from
right.
left to right. Yeah.
Like yeah, we're
Yeah.
heading
Top left,
from
bottom
here.
right.
We're heading from here to here.
Okay, so yeah, you'd be kind of like over here, making sure that nothing got back towards the spellcaster who is squishy.
Okay.
Fair.
You say she's
So
squishy,
as you
but
guys
she's
are
got
So I'm kind of like yeah.
some good AP.
as you guys are walking along, you see a couple little like bushes along the path here that you didn't see on your way to the cave.
Hambo, do you want to? I don't. Oh no, I don't think I can do monster tokens. No, I can't do monster tokens.
It's cool. Don't stress it. I'll when the time is
Oh, no, I
right,
can
you
do
will
some.
know what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're all walking along, you all come across these dots are 4 bushes that were not there before.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't this area clear when we came through the first time?
Yep.
Clear. I mean, I only really see bushes.
That's what he's talking about.
I don't
Yeah.
remember if those bushes were here before.
That's weird.
All of you roll. I guess it would be nature, right? Let me double check.
Oh, good. One of the few intelligence rolls I don't have proficiency.
I'm just
Yeah,
as
it's
bad as
nature,
you
nature.
are.
Yeah, it
Wow.
tracks.
That
Oh
My tracks.
wow.
Yeah, this is good. This is
gonna-
good.
Wow, that
I'm gonna burn
hold
us.
me.
I'm gonna burn a tactical mine, I think.
This is good. This is good.
How did
That
I
one
get the
didn't
second
count.
highest roll?
That one didn't count. I promise you.
How did I get the highest roll of the party?
That one didn't count
Well,
for me.
Van
This is
Richten
not- this is not
apparently
my
just
environment.
knows things.
Well, that didn't help.
It did not. You don't burn it though. If you don't pass, you don't burn the second win. So you're good.
Did anyone besides Van Richten pass?
Yeah, you did, Navari.
Wow.
You would know from the fucking the magical colleges at Waterdeep offered many different tutelages for different types of magic, and you know that some druidic magic you have the ability to create what are called twig blights.
Well, I love
They're,
the sound of that.
They're small plant creatures that, while they remain motionless, are indistinguishable from a dead shrub.
Navari crossing her arms, thinking for a moment, and then she's like, "Oh, they might be twig blights.
Twig blights.
They're kind of druidic creatures, druidic magic.
Are they aggressive?
Are they aggressive?
I mean, you would know that if they are here, it means that someone has created them and put them here.
Depends on the person who casted them, probably. Like, they are creations of druids, so I imagine if the druid himself is not very hostile, then probably not. But if they're willing to attack anyone, then could be. I know that's not super helpful, but it's kind of shrugs a little bit.
And Rickton gives you a look and goes, "I saw you cast lightning. Do you have fire spells by chance?"
Let me see. Do I have chromatic orb? Not prepared on me, no, unfortunately.
Fire would be the best way to deal with them, but they shouldn't be too tough to have to take out.
No, not really.
I would assume if they're here, someone tried to lay a trap. They must have saw us come this way.
Yeah, that's my guess. How close are we to where the werewolf den is?
You're about 30, 40 minutes out from there.
So we're probably closer to the town than we are to the cavern.
Yes.
why would someone place them here seeing us go? Hmm.
I'm gonna take
Well,
like
if we know,
5-10 feet step forward. Sword is like resting on my shoulder, like kind of just like surveying.
I'm walking up.
I put my arm out to stop you from moving any farther than me. Hold. Wait. Something doesn't feel right.
I mean, it's just druids. Like, they're not
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
not normally super aggressive.
Well, I mean,
I
I
cast
can shoot it.
I
I got the
cast-
distance.
I cast Blessed on Thoth, Navari, and Noel.
Oh,
Alrighty.
thank you. We got it.
Bless.
Go
Uh,
ahead and bless them. Bless.
Bless. Love bless.
Whenever
can
you make an
add- you
attack
can
roll
add
or
a
a saving
D4
throw, you can
to-
add 1d4 to the roll.
To our an attack roll.
Attack roll or a saving
Or a
throw.
saving throw.
Okay, attack roll or saving throw. Okay, got it.
Well, if we're insistent on killing them now,
I'm not insistent on killing anything. I just don't. This doesn't feel right.
hmm,
If you want to, buddy, I can pop one real quick just to see
No.
what happens.
No, because if they are not aggressive, maybe we can just go by and let them be.
Okay, then do you want to go in groups?
I make sure I like put my sword to show that I'm like I don't have any like lethal or harmful intent.
I'm staying behind him. But I got my gun holstered. I got my gun out, and I'm just like cautious. I'm just cautious. I'm just super cautious walking behind this man.
Alright, blast, stop.
That's what I figured.
I think a wolf just leveled up.
Aegon and Thoth, give me strength saves.
Oh, you guys should be pretty good at those. I'm glad I didn't go in there. I'm glad they waited for you two and not me.
21.
Alright.
You got this, Thoth.
Remember, you can add a d4 to the roll too.
17. But
Not-
yeah, I'll do the
not
D.
necessary. You
Okay,
both
I'm
pass. Weeds and vines sprout from the ground around you and try and grab at your ankles to hold you in place. As God damn it.
God dang it.
God dang it. God dang it, Bobby.
3 druids emerge from the tree line. One of them, his hands up, attempting to cast a spell, which was Entangle that you both managed to save on. Go ahead
hell yeah.
and roll initiative.
Here we go again. Bro, my initiative fucking sucks.
Oh my god. A fucking 8. There you go, Thoth.
23.
There you go.
Oh god.
I'm gonna burn my heroic
It just said
heroic
everyone
inspiration.
It just said everyone. Yeah, give me a second. It just said everyone in here is 0. So go ahead and give me your numbers again, one at a time. Let's start with Aegon. Oh, you have to re-roll, so we'll come back to you. Navari, what did you get?
11.
All right, Noel.
22.
I'll do Van Richten in a second. Thoth, what did you get?
23.
And then I got a dirty 20.
30th to 20s. You said you burn a heroic inspiration for that.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn, brother. There's 3 of these guys.
Vari sees him, puts a hand on Van Rick, and just like, get him!
Actually, yeah,
That's
no,
4.
we'll save that. I apologize. I keep playing with this damn wolf clip.
You're good, dude.
Yeah, I know you are.
Is that the wolf that I keep hearing? Even though it's like I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't know how you guys are hearing it.
It's coming through your mic, I think.
There should be no reason it's coming through unless my daughter turned my TV up and it's playing through there. But everything's coming through my headset, so.
All right,
Somebody
top
was pressing
of
it in the background, but
the order is Thoth.
So
let me get tokens for yeah. As they step out, you see these twig blights come to life. For some reason, they're medium-sized tokens, but they're actually small creatures.
Yeah, no, the kobolds and stuff are like
I
that too. I think.
For the most part, they don't really do small tokens.
No, they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
The
Also, just homunculus thing is a token.
and it's
I
a
thought that
small.
was a tiny creature, though.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
it was,
it's tiny.
It was like this, right? Hembo?
Yeah.
Neither
this
of them were
one
in line of
was-
you.
Okay, that was
Here.
over here. Okay, yeah, okay, just
Yeah,
making
no,
sure.
neither of them were in line of you. He was right here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. My fault.
Okay.
Yeah, Thoth, you're up.
All right. So now, in this situation, I feel like Aegon kind of looks at me, and in a moment, he kind of just looks over and sees this like big smile on my face, and then I whip out the gut buster and I aim it straight at the twig blight.
Okay.
Shoot that motherfucker!
I'm gonna try. 12.
You have less. So roll a d4.
You have bless, so roll a d4.
All right, and then
Hit that 4 right now.
4. 2. So that's 14.
You hit. And
All
if you
right.
don't yet, don't even worry about damage. How do you kill that twig blight?
All right, so I just sit there, look at it, and I'm just like, I gotta get my numbers up, buddy. You just see, like you said, you just see the explosion come off the gun, and then you just see
Burst
nothing
of
but
sticks.
you see a burst of leaves and twigs and everything just explodes.
Just like,
and then I look at the druid and
Was
I'm
it-
just like, it was this
the
one.
one to your left or to your right?
Yeah, the one to my left. So this one.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and you, like you said, you reach out, fire this gun. The bullet hits the twig blight, and in an explosion of like small splinter wood, the blight is destroyed.
Let me see if I have an explosion.
Also, big shout out to Plaz for running the music bot, keeping the ambience good for us.
Trying, man.
Yeah.
Trying.
Jesus fucking
That
Christ.
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Oh
what-
my god.
Holy shit.
That's exactly what you heard. That's exactly what you heard from the gut buster.
Jesus.
Uh,
All
you
right.
Still have a second attack.
So the second
Get
attack,
another.
I go and close the distance in on the druid. So I go about right here where the twig blight was.
Okay.
And then I look at the druid and say, We gotta do what we gotta do here, brother. You attacking us. I wish I would know some more information. Maybe I'll save one of your other buddies. So then I aim the gutbuster at. I aim the gutbuster at this one.
Right on. Go ahead and give me your attack roll with the gutbuster.
Get him. Bust his guts. Plus a D4.
13. Plus
13
the.
hits.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
Okay. So then. Damage. And then. Colossus Slayer. And then I'm using Hunter's Mark on him as well.
Okay. I'm cool with you adding it on now, but just a heads up, it's a bonus action to use, so I would use that before you attack next time.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
Just that. So that was what? Let me double check the game log.
That's 11. 11
14.
plus 3 is 14.
All right, yeah, you step up, you speak to him, and right before you pull the trigger, he goes, "For Strahd," and as he says Strahd, it is cut off by the explosion of your gun, and you blow his arm off from the elbow down.
For Strahd!
Yes, literally that.
Okay, I don't feel so bad anymore.
And then could I be able to use my ensnaring strike?
Yeah, what is
Or-
the
It is a strength 12 for save.
strength 12? Okay. Tails, go ahead and tell me what that does.
Okay, so then as I hit the target from with the gun, so as he said, like, first draw, and then he, like, boom, his arm, like, falls down. Right up under him sprouts a bunch of vines, and they just, like, swing and grasp him and, like, hold him, like, from the waist down. And
Almost like a scene of druidcraft gone horribly wrong. You blow the arm off of this druid, and the second that the blood spills on the ground, the vines reach up and snap, not at the midsection, but at the rest of the arm.
Oh
and
my
just,
god.
Yeah, you just start pulling him down, and he is screaming in pain.
Oh my,
and then
that's brutal.
I sit there and say, I'm like, you're not the only one trying to ensnare and do some druidcraft, buddy. Know where you coming from.
Know where you're coming from is crazy.
Yeah, and then we go to Noel.
Ooh. Don't move the map on me, thank you. 5,
It does have to be a lot too, dude. Don't stress yourself.
Yeah, same.
20, 30.
Take care of the blights.
So
Leave them to me.
Kind of close the distance, and then
Take care of the
you know,
blights. Leave them
playing
to
with this
me
new
and Thoth.
toy.
Which one are you throwing?
It's gonna the one right. Come on, give me the damn ping thing. This one is taking the first one.
This twig blade here? Okay. So your path will go like this, it'll hit, and then swoop back around between Aegon and this twig blade and come back to you.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll me your attack.
I mean, if we want to do it like that, I could see if I could throw it fancy and see if I can get both twig blights.
If you hit on the second one, I'm going to treat it like a cleave, and it won't add your damage bonus. It'll just be the damage die itself.
Okay, so
roll
let me
2
see.
attacks.
Wow, first one was a 13.
Let me check their AC.
You
it is
have
a
blessed.
13, so
Oh
you
yeah,
hit.
D4.
You hit.
Okay.
13 hits. Meets it, beats it, brother.
Meets it,
Okay.
beats it.
All right. So the
We
first
getting in this
attack
one.
would be.
It has
Oh, yeah,
4
that's
health.
right, we said a
You-
D6.
Just your bonus alone kills it, so you're good.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll to hit the second one. If you're hitting the twig blights, you're killing them. Like,
And then
use your bless on that one.
D4.
Mm-hmm. Need a 2.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go. So those 2 blights, how do you imagine they are defeated?
So he twirls it, his new toy. He flings it. It kind of spins in the air. Where is it?
It's in the point and ping. Just gonna use the
There it
point
is.
version.
Yeah, it's just laggy. So it comes, it swings down. As it passes by
Crushes
Aegon,
that
it hits yep, crushes it, and on its way back, it kind of
Wrong way, brother. It went
smacks.
like this. It
Oh,
crushed
does it
this
go the-
one, swung
yeah.
around, crushed this one, came back.
Yeah.
So give
smacks
me
that one in the shoulder.
Yep.
And then,
Give me that there dex check for the catch.
all right.
Your third. If you succeed this one, you won't have to worry about it again. You do.
Awesome.
Beautiful catch. And literally, as you catch it in your head, you're like, okay, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it so much easier. Would that be considered one attack or 2 attack?
That was technically one attack action because it's just the arc that it goes at.
Okay.
Oh,
the
that's
second
crazy.
one. The second attack's gonna be at the last twig blight.
Right on.
We'll say if this thing would work with me here, it's gonna throw it, and then it's gonna kind of
Should on the
curve
comeback
around.
like a reverse batarang.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
smack him and come back.
Attack for me.
All right, 17.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, 21
Yep.
is 10 more than its AC, so
yeah,
you
and that one else.
catch
so
it
we'll-
with the same flourish. Yeah, with the same flourish that you did on the previous the throw in the cave. You know, catch it, make the spin, come around with it, launch it back out, shreds this one into fucking sawdust, swings back, perfect catch, and you're set and ready to roll for the next turn.
Awesome.
That will bring us to the big boy, Aegon.
I got you, Aegon.
Appreciate you, Noel. You done cleared the space for us.
This is crazy.
First attack.
Wait, I gotta say to my voice.
Okay.
I'm already loving this toy.
24.
I don't even need to look. You're good.
12 damage.
Okay.
Is first level divine smite?
Go ahead and drop that smite for me.
Not even showing up in the.
Plus an additional 9 damage.
All right,
Go
you
get him,
crush your
boys!
sword into this guy. The holy light gleaming off of him and your blade as you crush through. He crumbles to the ground, struggling.
In the same momentum, second attack on this one.
Right, like basically turning your hands over with the sword and just coming back up.
Yep.
Like if any of you have ever played Soul Calibur, the downward swing to upward swing 2-hit
Oh,
combo
yeah.
from Siegfried.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
27.
Jesus.
Absolutely, dude.
And that's 14 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So as I hit with the first one, I swing up with the second one, catch him, and start cleaving from his abdomen up.
So you basically just split him open like a fucking vacuum bag. Everything pours out. Like your sword clears through the fucking sternum, no fucking problem. You split the front half of his fucking face open, like you absolutely fucking decimate this dude as he crumbles to the ground dead.
I was gonna try and talk to them and spare them. Once they said for Strahd, I was it. All bets off.
Incredible.
All right, up next would have been a twig blight, but it's fucking dead.
Yeah, we handled those.
This is the druid that's snared. He has to roll a strength check to try and get out, right?
Yes.
12.
And what's the DC on it again? 12?
Don't let him get little old me back here.
He, in a blood-curdling scream, you watch as he begins pulling against these vines, and you see it tearing the skin from his shoulder, just sloughing it clean off of his arm. Screams out in pain. He's gonna take some extra damage because he did that.
Navari's like smiles. She's taunting them a little bit. Her smile just drops. She's like, "Oh gosh."
You a feisty one, huh? I like that. I like that.
Okay. Or why? Please give.
Please give.
Music is very appropriate for someone who just yanked skin off of his arm in order to pull free from grasping vines.
You did say he takes some damage from it, but
Yeah, he
so
did.
we're gonna
He
roll.
took an extra
we're gonna
3 damage.
Okay, so we're gonna roll with that damage because he does. You do have to take damage at the start of each turn for that person restrained did. But I didn't. I had to reread that. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me that damage instead.
It was a 2.
Okay, so he heals 1.
Which is what I rolled. I rolled a 2 plus 1. I was like, he's gonna take a D6 plus 1.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was a thing, but I was just gonna do that just because of the fact that he was fucking sloughing skin off of himself.
Yeah, I understood. So we were in the same boat.
Yeah, he takes a step towards you, takes his hand, raises it above his head, his good hand that's left, slams it into the ground, and you see a wave of energy start to burst out from his hand. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. Navari, your knowledge of the arcane innately would tell you that she is casting Thunder Wave.
Ooh. I
Just
mean,
Pokemon now.
Literally a bone from elbow to shoulder. Other hand went straight up, dropped to a knee, slams the hand in the ground, and then this energy starts emitting.
I have a 12 on that Constitution save.
Plus a D4, buddy.
Oh shit! Is it?
My bad.
Plus your D4.
Plus my D4. 15.
All right, so you're going to take half of 13, which is going to be 6 damage.
oh yeah,
Okay.
half.
As along with that emitting just a bunch of like dirt from the ground, almost in like a if you've ever seen the movie The Mummy, how that wall of the sandstorm starts coming.
Oh,
and the dude's
yeah,
face
yeah,
comes out of
yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like that, but like about like chest high for you, Aegon. Like just a quick wave of it comes by. Like you hear the of the
Yeah.
energy like pushing off.
Like the impact
And
to the
then-
air.
Yeah.
Boom.
And that is
And
all that he
then-
has.
Okay.
Go ahead, what's up?
I was gonna say like in my head because you said the ground moved for me, so I feel like it's because of like how
Well,
he
if
is.
you
He
had,
kind of like.
yeah, if you had failed to save, you would have been pushed 10 feet backwards.
Okay, so yeah, so I feel like I'm like my feet with the whole like mold and everything. My feet kind of like caught myself a bit, but I like still busted my head
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, like the spell hits and starts to push you, but you feel your feet sort of mold into the earth. You drag back a small bit, almost like how like when Goku's like getting hit and he's blocking and it'll shove him back a little bit in the ground kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how it happened, except instead of your feet caving into the ground, your feet sort of just like melded into the earth and gave you extra stability.
Yeah, and then you could just see me like stop myself with that stability.
Yeah, like almost like you're about to land and roll your ankle, but you're wearing a good shoe with high ankle support.
Exactly. So I'm just burning the souls essentially. I'm not even messing
AKA
myself up.
AKA that shit's my fucking dream, dude. I
I
love
just
that
got
kind of shit.
he just got slid back. I'm just like hair's a little messy. I just look up with him with that deranged
Just like-
smile.
Like dust,
Just
like dust off. You know, brush the dust off of your, you know, your shoulder.
Yeah. I'm just like
Hey, bring back session 2, Joe.
I just dusted off my shoulders. I'm just like this is gonna be good. Do my little neck crack. I'm ready. I'm ready for when it's my turn. I'm ready.
Seeing everything pop off Van Richten, like Navari, you see him tumble over to this position, set on one knee, having his gun drawn, and firing.
Yep,
And
and the one that
missing. He fires and he's like he like stumbles over a little bit as he pulls the trigger, catches himself, and goes, shit. Re-steadies and fires again. Like he re-steadies, turns the barrel, sets, fires again. This time he hits. You see Aegon, you're sitting there face to face with this druid, and he's beginning to like you see him like start to like pull his hands together to begin to cast a spell. And a bullet just rips into his hand. Counter builder, that's what I mean. This is the one that Aegon's in front of. How much again? 9. You see it blows 3 fingers off of his right hand. The 2 hands come together. The fingers of the right hand come up over and up in like a downward turn. If you're talking about like the back of the hand, and as his hands sort of line up, as he goes to begin to like bring them closer together and generate this energy, you hear, and the bullet hits like right below the middle ring and pinky finger of the right hand, blowing them clean off.
I guess you're going to have trouble counting after this.
That will bring us to those 2 are dead. So it's Navati.
Good job, boys. These Strahd bootlickers can't really handle any of y'all.
Don't
Keep
do
it up.
shit.
Run!
Navari like purposely making herself seems like she's like her guard is down and she's being taunted and stuff. Her arms are like doing the anime shrug with her eyes closed kind of thing. She's looking towards them and it's just like, you two don't know who you're messing with. And she's going to ready an action to cast Dispel Magic if either of them cast the spell.
It would be counter spell.
So I'm readying Dispel Magic as a reaction. Counterspell is a normal reaction, but you can ready an action for specific purposes of what they do.
Okay.
So you move into position. You begin, you know, saying the incantations and doing the different hand gestures and whatever materials you may happen to need, and the energy starts crackling in between your hands, almost like the lightning bolt, but it's a bit of a softer crackle. Like you feel yourself like digging into the weave itself and pulling this back. And it is now at your it is now at your beck and call for when the time comes.
She just smirks over at the other druid. What you gonna do now?
Which it actually now comes to the one that is in front of Aegon. Realizing that he, is down more than half a hand. Seeing a spellcaster beginning to generate a spell, will attempt to cast Shillelagh.
Yeah, no. That will trigger dispel magic. And she will, as he's doing that, she just does Manfred von Karma style. Swings her hands and snaps and dispels the magic.
Aegon, you see the two fingers that are left on the right hand begin to glow as he goes to swipe them across his quarterstaff. But as he swipes, no energy follows. He turns his head left, smiles, drops the staff, flaps his hands together, and slams one into the ground. Give me a Constitution save.
Who, me? That's a whole 6.
Oh, damn.
Plus your D4?
I don't. No, I didn't cast Bless on myself.
Yeah, and also the DC was 12.
Yeah.
You're only going to take 6 damage, but you are going to be pushed back 10 feet. So it hits, and you get thrown.
Like, my feet dig into the ground as I'm sliding back, like the anime style, like...
Yeah.
I dust my shoulder off.
So you put, you put your shield up with one hand on the flat of the blade in front of you, and the energy hits that and shoves you back. It managed to absorb some of the damage, but you feel the force hit you, so you take 6.
Okay.
Me and Aegon went through the same thing.
Not
Hell no.
2d8 thunder damage and me rolling a 5 and a 1.
Navari watches this happen, just shakes her head up a little bit, and she does a confident little head up and smirk. It's just like, should I aim for me, buddy? I just made him mad.
From like the superhero pose position with his fucking exploded hand crushed into the ground, he turns and looks at you, Navari.
Should I aim for me, buddy? You just made him
back
mad.
at the top of the order with Thoth.
Alright, so I am choosing to try to finish off the one in front of me, because after I got pushed back, I'm now approaching him. And I'm
you
saying,
take the extra half step forward on him.
Yeah, I sit here and say, you really messed up today. This was just not.
You done messed up, Aaron.
You see, he realizes the battle, he knows the battle is lost and that his life is forfeit, and he's just standing there, sort of rattling under the pain as you pick his chin up with the gun and pull the trigger. Go ahead and give me damage.
Alright, so because I hit him with the gun the first time, I get to roll with advantage on.
Okay, yeah, let's see if you crit.
God damn.
Yeah, let's see if you crit.
Please just crit.
Alright.
I think you should
So
do
I roll it as crit damage? Is that how I would do it?
Just
roll
right click on the box to hit.
Okay.
And then click advantage and click roll.
Okay.
We get a crit.
Nope.
No, but we'll still take the 22. Go ahead and give me damage as you pull the trigger.
Alright, and...
Would you have had the barrel pointed for the bullet to go through the neck or upward through the head?
upward through the head because in the way that I had approached him, like you're saying, he's like kind of like knowing he's dying, so he's kind of like like going backwards, and I live and like I had the gun. He kind of fell back, and now
Yeah,
I'm
like he's
lifting the gun
yeah, he's
with like his head
sort of like
to look
anime
at
style,
me.
like hunched over in
Yeah.
pain, hand up by like the missing skin on his shoulder. You put the barrel under and pick his head up. Pull the
And
trigger
then
in a guff of fire and smoke. The top of his head explodes.
and then it just looks like it looks like how a water fountain it just it just blows straight upward as I'm like kind of like hunched over like on one knee, or not really one knee, like my legs kind of like morphing to the ground to like get to be at his level, and then I just boom see everything explode with guts, and then I'm just looking up. I'm like, ha ha. Next. And so
You were
then
very ready for action. Points over to the one that's looking at her.
and then I go. Can I move still? Would I be able to move a little closer to this druid, or would I have to stay at this distance?
Let me. I mean, no matter where you attack from right now, you're not going to be imposing disadvantage on yourself, so you can move yourself wherever you want.
Okay. So then I kind of get into a respectable space right here, and I sit here and say, I'm like, you done push my buddy back too. I don't know if you gonna like this. You might not like how things turn out for you. So then I ready the gun, and I kind of pointing it at his like leg, like in a lower stance. But
Yeah, go ahead and fire as you are aiming at his left leg, the one that's up. You're definitely gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
all right. And then
Yeah, you.
oh, okay, yeah, go for it. I was gonna hit my
Hey,
Colossus Blade on him too for a little
yeah,
extra damage.
Go ahead. Yeah,
All
go
right.
ahead and hit him with the Colossus.
I want his whole leg to blow up.
I have a strange feeling it will. Yep. That'll do it.
Yeah. So then I aim the gutbuster at him. The explosion goes off, and then you just see the leg just like I guess like from a little bit above the knee.
Above the
You just
knee,
see,
yep.
yeah, a little bit above the knee. You just see that whole leg just fly backwards and just explode off of him. And I'm just sitting here manically laughing like, ah, I'm two now, and I just had a third one.
Aegon, from you as you bring the sword down, you hear the first gunshot, and then you bring the sword all the way down into a readied stance, getting ready to push yourself forward, and you watch as in a very unnatural angle, his leg bows the knee pointing towards Thoth, and then just ripping off as he spins and collapses to the ground dead.
I told you you'd make him mad.
Now it's 3, 2, 1.
For glory, brother, for glory.
Then Rick finishes loading his gun, puts it back into his belt, and begins clapping.
I just got one arm like flexing, and then I'm patting my bicep like, yeah, yeah.
Like the anime, like flex and pat.
Yeah, exactly.
Van Richten walks past Noel and gives him a pat on the shoulder. Walks up to you, Thoth. Puts out his hand to shake it.
And I wide swing like a true brother I am. High five it and pull him in and give him like a big old like black man dab up, like the clap dab. I'm like,
Brother,
yeah, man, I did that. Oh, what's good?
Just give me a straight D20 roll with advantage. If you have anything that's +0, just right click on it and click advantage.
Okay.
Holy shit. With bless!
Add blast. Add blast.
Oh,
D4.
D4.
Good about
So
that 10.
11.
All right, you swing your hand in, and you realize you're coming in a little bit high because you're a little bit taller than Van Richten is. But he reaches up, and because he got a natural fucking 20 on this.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
My guy, it is the cleanest dap you've ever heard in your fucking life.
Yes, sir. We got the Aokaji. Okay, we got the devil frames.
Like even all the way down to like the wrapping the fingers around each other too, and then finishing it with the snap.
Yes, yes.
Full on, like full blown dap up, dude.
Yeah, they're both being good sports.
Yeah, I'm just like, that's what I like. I'm like, yeah, you know what, Ricky Tiki, I'll fuck with you.
I'm like, you really my guy, Ricky? Oh, you holding it down. Y'all vampire hunt is pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck. God damn it.
That's some good praise.
Thoth. Did you sustain any injuries?
Yeah, I kind of little hit, but it's all good. When he pushed me back a bit, I ain't really catch myself right. So but I'm all straight right now. I could kill myself if I really need to.
How many hit points are you down?
6.
Okay. I kind of just like I pat you on the shoulder, like it was a good show. I'm thoroughly impressed. But as I'm patting you, I do lay on hands and heal you for the 6 that you're missing.
And then so when he heals me, I'm just kind of like, I like this. I love this big guy. I swear. I just feel like I just feel like this straight like how I have like he's like a big cat and he's just like he just pat me on the back and I'm just like yeah.
Cheesing the whole time.
Yeah, no, for real, exactly, just cheesing. Yeah.
Good show, boys. You did great.
As did you, Navari. As did you.
I look over at Navari and wink like, good show, girl. Appreciate you letting me get that kill.
She smiles a little bit, kind of gives him a little like upward nod smirk. Just like, I knew you wanted to get your numbers up. Why do I interfere?
Yeah, this cool. This cool.
No, I was gonna come up to Rudolph and be like, a little rusty on your roll shots. We're not as young as we used to be.
God damn.
Is that right? You could not be more correct.
I appreciate the attempt of a show, though.
Sometimes you just need to get into position quickly, and it is what it is.
Oh yes, my friend. We've had it too many times.
Hello.
And you all make it back into Valaki and back to the Blue Water Inn.
I will specifically say, as everyone's starting to leave the area, Navari hangs back for a moment and looks back at like the corpses of the druids, and she's just gonna be like, "Take that, Strahd von Zarevich," and she like throws her hair back and she like keeps walking after everyone as a show of defiance.
Noted.
I don't like how you said that.
Noted.
I don't like that.
As we're going back, Noel is gonna talk to Rudolph and be like, so now he's got druids working for him. This is concerning.
I mean, those that work for him come from many different paths, from what I've come to notice. Some are assassins, some are mages, some are druids. It's whoever he can pull in.
Unfortunate.
It is. Our children. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
But we do what we can in defense of the cities. Oh. Let us have a meal. As he
Yeah,
claps
now-
his hands together and makes his way into.
That sounds fantastic.
Sounds
Now
great
you
to
speaking
me.
my language.
I think we all earned it.
You all move back in to your places. There's many seats here. There's 3 seats at this table. It's just the tokens are very big.
Ugh. Oh, hey, we're back.
You all come in and take a seat. Danica comes over, greets you all with a very big smile and says, "Hello, welcome back. Heard you've been a little busy."
I suppose
We
if
have
you want to
fun.
call it that.
Did a little bit of cleanup.
It was fun. I gotta do it again.
Looks at you all very modestly, acknowledging you all as you say your things, and goes, "Just know that the Keepers of the Feather appreciate what you do."
She looks up, kind of. Looks up at
You
her.
see, as she sets a tray down with drinks and food for you all, in the middle of the tray is a couple of raven feathers.
I bow my head a little bit in thanks.
Kind
Thought
of side eye
As you-
Thought smiles,
As
and then he
you-
starts scribbling it to start getting his signature right.
She
He
looks
just
at
got his little
uh,
tongue out writing.
she sort of looks like in like a general sort of area for all of you, and she goes, "If you have the time from doing what you have been doing throughout the city and helping with keeping the numbers low on the nightly assaults on the walls, if it isn't too much, my husband has something that he wishes to speak to you about."
When and where?
As soon as you can, he is in the kitchen. I can take you there, but I would prefer if you enjoy your meal and drink after your victory.
Of course. Sounds lovely.
Again, thank you so much. And she walks away with the tray and makes her way back behind the bar.
Ivari kind of like turns her gaze over to oh god, I keep fucking forgetting what his nickname is. Ricardo?
Rictavio.
Rictavio. She turns over to him and
Rudolph.
looks like,
Rudolph the
Huh?
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I know his name is Rudolph. I keep having to remember it's Rictavio that she has to say.
See, as you start to say root, he literally grabs your
Oh,
mouth
no.
and shuts it, and he goes, "Not
No,
here.
she's not saying.
Remember."
She's specifically not saying.
No,
Rudolph.
it's saying to Aegon.
Oh, okay.
Aegon started to.
Rictavio.
Oh.
Looks like you hit the nail on the
Apologies.
head there with that intuition.
Well, I had overheard a few other hunters talking about it, and I thought words carry no weight, only actions. And especially in a
I'll
town
drink to
where
that.
the burgomaster claims that everything is fine and it is not. Why not take actual action towards making the town better? I mean, he tries. He has all the right reasons behind the belief that everything is fine here, but without actual action to make that belief become a reality, it is hard for anyone here. He believes that hope and belief will essentially free them from this place. And I don't know if it is true or not, but everyone can do a little more sometimes, you know?
The way that I see it is hope and belief is what pushes you forward to do those actions. It's not the action itself.
Exactly. Intention with no action is inaction.
Kind of like raises up her wine glass, kind of like nods and points to him as in like an agreement as she takes a sip.
He does the
What?
same.
Thoth goes and says, I will sip to taking action. I believe that I have been in situations where growing up was hard, and I believe that I lost all hope and belief. But the only thing that I knew was I had myself. So I believe in taking action because without action, you can't get no results. And without results, you need progress. And without progress, you can't make sure you have the better day than the last night because you got to be better every day because you got to be the best.
Aegon's kind of just
Little tip.
Aegon's sitting
Navarre
there.
smiles at you.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say Navarre just smiles as she's sitting kind of next to him. She kind of nudges him in the shoulders, like, "That was pretty wise of you, Thoth."
I just go and after I take my little sip, I say, thanks. You want my autograph?
We'll talk later.
Aegon has like his hands folded. He's kind of just staring at the table. He says, "The fifth rule states, mind what people do, not only what they say, for their deeds will betray their lie. Do not believe what a person says over their actions, for it is what a person does, and not just says, that will reveal to you the reality of their words or intent."
Good words,
You see,
big man.
You see Van Richten nods and looks at you, Thoth, and he goes, and those things are what make you a great hunter. Belief in self is all that we have. Being able to know that we are capable of being able to handle the threat as often as it may arrive.
Thank you. Thank you.
You see he pulls a book from his bag and sets it down in front of you.
Ooh, what's this?
On the cover it reads Monster Hunter's Guidebook. Gives you a look in the eyes and he goes, "I think I see something great for you, not just here, but for when you do make it out."
Are you
Wait.
allowing me?
This is a compendium of many monsters that you may encounter in your travels. It is very useful information, and there is much space for adding more as you go along and hunt. If you accept this, would be honored to welcome you into the Hunter's Guild.
Look at that.
A real, true hunter? Thoth the Hunter? Sounds a lot better than Thoth the Ranger. I grab the book and I'm just like, you don't even know, Ricky, how much I like to read either. So this is
As you go to put your hand on the book, you realize that his other hand has slid in, and you feel underneath of your hand his handgun.
I don't
Joel's
say
just
anything.
smiling in the corner.
I look up and I just have this big cheese and says, I ain't gonna let you down, Chief.
Roll me an insight check with advantage, please.
Earnest smile on Navarre's face as she's like hiding her lips as she's just drinking. That's beautiful, dude.
You look up from his pepper box gun. You meet the eyes of, and you never saw this before, but a very broken man. He has spent a vast majority of his life fighting for his life. He is old. He is tired. He knows that any day could be his last. This is him passing the torch to you. Those two encounters may have been a fun little competition for him, but he sees something in you that he saw in himself a long time ago that he has since lost. He knows that you carrying this mantle would be the best choice possible.
I look at him. I stand up from the table. I walk over and I just give like the most you like for everybody you've never seen. I just give the stiffest like closed legs and straight down headed like bow. Like I look like a straight L shape. Like and they see me, and then they're just like, and then I get up. I have the book, and I just say, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go read a bit. But as I'm like walking away, y'all all see like a big like tear pass by my face, and I like walk out the door for some air real quick, cause I'm like, that was so much for me. Cause I never had, cause like nobody has ever, cause like first off, nobody has ever been like, nobody truly has acknowledged him. And the fact that like somebody he doesn't even know and the situations like how we interacted with each other and he still like saw thought for like that kid that he was just trying to be like a learner and stuff like that. Like it really like, it hit him right in his heart. Like, and that's like the first time he's ever really like cried. So now he's outside like, he's got like his eyes over his hand over his eyes like in a little fist, and he's just like looking up just crying, and he's just like, damn it, like this was supposed to happen here. He's like, I was supposed to just get in and get out. What the are these people doing to me here?
Tavio seemed to have a big effect on our hunter friend. Kind of like she's having a genuine smile on her face. She's like, not proud's not the word, but like she's just happy for what's going on.
He turns and acknowledges you, and he goes, I feel like I'm making a very smart choice. He has very good potential.
Noel's kind of got like a solemn look on his face, but at the same time, a happy one, if you know what I'm saying.
Almost like a
Happy for
you understand what the passing of the guidebook means.
Yeah. So, Rictavio, what's the plan after this?
Well, I would say finish our meals and then go talk to Irvin about what he has trouble with.
I meant for you.
You see, he gives like a bit of a shrug. I mean, I don't know. Maybe stay here, help out when needed.
Understood, old friend.
Past my prime. It's been a long road.
Maybe you can find a nice place to settle down and enjoy life a little bit. Once we get this trap over everyone lifted.
And I hope to be there at the end.
Never stop believing
Well,
that a life of peace is possible.
Noel kind of raises his glass and in like a cheers pose.
Oh yeah, cheers, baby.
And Rickton does as well.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink. Drink.
Before we meet with Erwin, we are going to go check on our friend Thoth.
Were you saying that to the DM or Van Richten?
Well, to everybody at the table.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys go ahead, take a look on him. I'll be
That's
here
not
for
me.
when you're ready to go talk to Irvin.
That's good. A gentle hand on his shoulder as she passes by.
For Hambo to spin that wheel.
Oh.
I I see. I come outside. And kind of like approach Thoth, like to make sure that he's composed before I, you know.
I know what you mean.
Brother, I put my hand on his shoulder. We have a saying where I'm from. Talga Vasternik. Which means, in Leonin, deserve victory. You, by far, embody that saying more than anyone I have ever met. I am proud to fight next to you.
Thoth still like just finished wiping his eyes. You can look. I look over at Aegon, and Aegon can kind of see this like me at a lower, I guess, like with my guard kind of dropped, and I just look at Aegon, and I'm just like, thanks, big guy. I'm always trying to do what I can to be the best, man. But it's like you can kind of tell that he's like,
Yeah.
he's just like in his like form of him saying that he's like, truly, he's like, thank
It's
you.
different.
You can hear like it hit different. You can hear like the
Yeah,
sincerity
you
in
can.
it.
Yeah.
I do like
Like, all
I
of it, you
put
can
my,
hear.
my hand out like with the warrior's handshake, like
The old clasping of the forearm.
mm-hmm.
Dolph leans in and grabs it, and it's like a good firm one, like accepting that more of that mantle, that like understanding that.
Then like I pull you in like for like a one-armed like hug kind of thing. And then let go.
And then he's like, I needed that.
Yeah, Thoth,
Thank
go ahead and add the pepper box to your equipment.
We are going to talk to Erwin when you're ready. As he requested assistance.
All right.
Wait, I can just roll for you. Don't even stress, dog. Don't even stress, dog. I got you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, if he's ready to see us, I'm ready to go. I just needed a moment to catch my breath.
Of course. Of course.
You see Thoth just kind of like rub his hands together, and then he like slaps his face, and then like slaps his cheeks, and he's like, "Woo! All right. So who we gotta talk to?
Erwin.
All right, let's go talk to this man." And then you kind of see him like get up, but it's like you see it's a little bit like more of like a stronger stride in his walk.
As you pass by, going through the door, Navari has been sitting, but like leaning against the door frame, kind of like cool arms crossed, posing, kind of listening in, letting you do your thing. And as you pass by, she's going to cast. Where is it? Like this whole time, like you guys have been talking, she's been ritual casting Magic Mouth. As you pass by, she like puts a gentle hand on your shoulder, kind of gives you a smile, and the next time you get a moment alone, you're gonna get a magical spell message to you.
Okay. I just feel the little magic, and I'm just like,
It's
I kind of look at her.
It's not invasive or harmful or anything like the sleep was. You can tell it's like a message.
Yeah, and I just kind of just look at her, and I just like look at my shoulder, look back up at her, and then I just kind of like give a little blissful nod, like, got it.
Gives him a little smirk, and we'll follow him and.
So as he walks through, I kind of stay back as he's like walking back to the others, and as you're standing there next to, we're watching Thoth kind of like walk in, and I turn to you and I say, "Be justified in your convictions. Be completely committed. Earn what you want and need, rather than waiting for others to give you what you desire. Talga Vasternik. Deserve victory."
Wise words, big guy. Wise words.
Let's go see what Erwin needs of us.
All right, Thoth, go ahead and refresh your character sheet.
Got it.
Mm.
Same to hit, same damage, just fires 6 shots before you have to reload.
Okay. Okay.
And
So this one
reloading for someone already skilled with it takes a bonus action to do.
Okay.
You'll still be able to get 2 shots. You'll still be able to get 2 shots off after you reload the full 6.
Okay. Okay.
And think of it like it's a revolver, but instead of it having the chambers and it fires 1 bullet like through a set barrel, each chamber is its own barrel. You just have to turn it into place for the hammer to fall on the next one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Like a little, like I like a little spin action on it. Like I gotta kind of like slide a little.
Yeah, like you
piece
give,
over.
like you lift the hammer up and turn it a little
I'm
bit.
already imagining like me just like hitting a quick like boom with a gut buster, then I'm sliding over and I need to reload my other one and I slide it off my arm and like reload it real quick and then I bow the next person. Oh yeah, this is about to get dirty. I got 2 guns. I got 2 guns on me and a little scimitar. Oh yeah, it's filthy over here.
Yo, I just want to kind of put this out while we have a second. Well fucking done for that role play there. That was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The 23 insight allowed me to tell the full thing.
It was great. I'm glad I got to witness that. Also, the same for you.
I had the DC to that because like it wasn't hard to see, but it's because he has the hat of disguise on. It's a little bit tougher, so I had the DC at like a 17.
Fair.
He succeeded by more than 5, so he got pretty decent information.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go.
You're all making your way to talk to Erwin?
Yes.
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 Yep.
All right. You all make your way into the kitchen by Erwin.
I learned good roleplay from the best, y'all.
Aw.
Thank you, buddy.
I let you both kind of filter in, and then I come in. I'll come in like at the door. Yeah.
Erwin looks up at you and he's like, "Oh, good. I see Danica came and spoke to you."
Yeah, she mentioned that you needed our assistance.
It's trivial at best, honestly, with what you've already done. As you know, we've heard the word. But he looks specifically to Noel, because he sees the book sort of hanging from your pack. And Thoth, are you still carrying your book, or have you put it away?
I'm still carrying the book. I put the gun away, but I'm still like holding the book on my side.
He makes notice of the books and he goes, "I think we could help each other out. My supply of wine is nearly gone. The next shipment is long overdue." Looks Noel dead in the eyes. He from noticing the books, he's like, "You're the older of the two. You've probably heard of it." Goes,
Yeah, you
"I'll
can
give
kind of
you-
tell.
I'll
Thought
give you
this
what
like
you
as
seek
the
if you
conversation's
can
going.
bring divine."
I'm sorry. I'm just kind of reading the book.
You're good, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah. He looks you in the eyes, Noel, and goes, "I'll give you what you seek if you bring me my vine. The vineyard and winery is a few miles west of here. Just follow the old Svalich road and the signs."
Sorry, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all this information.
His supply of wine is nearly gone. The next shipment is overdue. He told Noel that he will give him what he seeks if he brings wine. Said the vineyard and winery is just a few miles west. You guys actually passed it on your way to
The den.
the
Werewolf cave?
the werewolf den.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sorry, my computer's
Locked
also
in,
doing
downloaded into
funky
the
shit.
brain.
You're good. I guess since you've been reading your book, everyone that isn't Thoth, give me insight. And Rick did that one.
Thank you, DM, for the good boy card.
Oh, brother, you played that beautifully. I had to give you one for that.
Oh yeah, Noel. 17s.
And
Yeah.
even if you didn't,
Look at all these
Who
sevens
rolled
and
high?
sevens and sevens and
the player knows what he's
and
talking
three.
about.
Who rolled higher than a 15?
Me?
Me.
Aegon and Noel.
Not me. I suck.
You just looked over. I'm just in the book. Oh my goodness, this is so much information.
Dude,
I'm already thinking about the wine.
Look, dude, I nat 1 with Van Richten, okay? Don't tell me. But yeah, Aegon and Noel, you two can. Oh, there's a look of like visible, genuine frustration.
Oh wait, I rolled an
over
investigation.
The
not
fact
an
that.
insight. My fault.
Oh, how fucking dare, dude!
You
Yeah,
lied
I
to
also
us.
rolled investigation and not insight.
Oh my god, I should have just started with the investigation.
Noel,
That's fine.
you can see visible signs of frustration on Erwin as he's like saying these things to you.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
We will. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to say this. Because you said how far away would the vineyard be?
A few miles
passed
west.
it.
I'll pop up the I'll
So
pop
yeah.
up the John
It's
for
like
you.
20
I'll pop up
minutes
the little
away,
map for you.
probably.
Yeah, because as long as it's within the time for us to get there and get back before this festival.
Right, because we have to
is
be
it
here
just
for the
it's
one
not
festival.
that
day?
far. No, it's in 2 days.
Yeah, no, we'll be back
Yeah,
in
today
time.
was the first day.
We already went to the den and came back pretty much within the day.
Yeah,
like
hang on.
it's within the same
Yeah,
distance.
What time of day is it?
Well,
Oh,
I think it was supposed to be like
you're getting close to evening, but
Like
you still have
sunsetting,
like
right?
a fistful of hours until like enough time to get there and get back.
I think we could do it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's,
oh.
We
I
have
wouldn't
plenty of
use
time.
my little spell slots if I'd known this shit. Okay.
We have plenty of time.
We're the greatest. We could get it done quicker if we really wanted to.
I really like that wine.
yeah. So he's gonna turn to it's Erwin, right? That's how you say it.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn to Erwin. It's like for what you are offering, it would most definitely be our pleasure.
I appreciate
would
it
help.
very much. So he points it out on a map. Like you pull out your map to have him show you where it is, and where like he shows you like traveling along this road here, and then it is down along here, like right in this area.
Okay.
About 2.5 miles out. It would be about the time that it takes you guys to get across Valaki. It'll take you about that plus another like 20 minutes to get there.
That's not that
So
bad.
about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour.
Okay. Yeah, that'll
So
work.
there will be two encounter checks as you guys make your way along for each half hour that passes.
So are we going tonight, or are we going?
No, yeah, we're
Yeah,
going.
were you
to
guys
we're
heading
going.
out?
We're gonna. I want to leave. I'm about it.
All right.
I think what he's
if we're
asking
planning on going
is
tonight, I would like to use my.
Well, you can estimate from the travel that you just made out to the den and back that you would be getting back as night falls.
Yes, that's fine. I just want to say I am using some of my features here, considering this is probably a short rest, right?
Oh yeah, you guys would have gotten the benefits of a short rest, hanging out
Okay.
at the inn
First-
for a little bit, getting that meal in.
I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to get back a spell slot that is lower than level 6. I'm going to get back a third level spell slot. And then I'm going to use the feature that I believe is called... Where is it? Here. Where is it? Memorize spell. So I can swap
Okay.
out a spell from my spell book during a short rest. Level
Oh
1
yeah,
spell.
dude.
I'll get that right.
Anything anyone else wants to do on a short rest?
No, not currently.
No,
no, there's nothing I
I
can
don't have
really
anything.
do.
Yeah, nothing I can
All right,
really do.
cool. Your first half hour of travel is clear, as well as the second half hour, and you guys approach the vineyard. It is called. You see a sign out front labeled Wizard of Wines.
I
This
love
is the
that.
winery place.
Navari is very happy seeing this.
Yeah. A branch of the Old Svalich Road leads to the vineyard. After a half mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard.
Talk about sussy baka.
Hmm.
Are you guys continuing down the trail towards the vineyard?
Yes.
Can
Yes.
I, before we do, would I be able to look at any like trails like on the floor, like feet, like of like it seems like people were like in a rush out this area, or people were anything like recent that I can use?
Signs of
Like common
maybe
common
a,
ways of
wagon.
travel
Like-
versus.
Yeah, like something that something that obviously can tell like somebody's dragging something, or like
Someone's even been here recently.
signs of a struggle, or some the signs of somebody has been here recently before.
Yeah, give me 1 minute and I'll get that all set up for you. I'm just adding a map in really quick.
Oh yeah.
Understood.
I'll give you that magic mouth message either by the end of session or by whatever we call it in for the night.
Okay.
Thank God for ritual spells. Like, don't cast a spell slot. That's great.
I know.
And I have Leonин's tiny hut, so if we can't get back in time, I can just pop it down.
Yeah, Leonard's tiny hut.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
I do not have a
Interesting.
tiny hut.
It's a good spell.
Oh.
Oh, you said hut and not butt. Oh.
What about my butt?
I don't have a tiny one.
It's great. What?
You know what?
I was talking about Aegon's. I was talking about Aegon's. Ain't that right, buddy?
Baby, you know it.
See? Don't worry about it, nobody. Nobody's looking at your butt.
But if we were to look, it would be a very fine butt.
All right, we're rolling insight for insight. Let's see.
No, I think if you're lying to me, it's deception. If you're telling me the truth, it's
Okay.
persuasion.
Deception. Okay. All right. Either one. Insight. That's insight. That's insight. That's insight. That's insight.
Yeah, I hope it's better than mine.
Still doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
Let's fucking go.
You kind of just look over and I'm like half blush. You can kind of see like a half blush because I'm like.
It's like which part are you talking about? Like the fact that nobody was looking at your butt, or the
there's a small blush on her, but there's a grin on her face as she cocks her hip to the side. She's just like, oh yeah.
Aegon like rolls his eyes with a smile, like, ugh, let's go.
Whatever you say, big guy.
So, Thoth, what was your question again?
I wanted to check for the trails to see if any I would see any broken branches to see if somebody was moving irregularly through the path, like checking to see if there were signs of struggles or signs of something like that usually doesn't go on the natural set of how the pathing is.
I would think that'd be either investigation or survival, right?
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
I'll give him the help action.
But roll it with advantage. Right click on that box and click advantage, and then roll. Blast. How long does blast last for? Is that just?
They don't have bless anymore. That would have worn off a little while ago.
Oh yeah, I should probably recast mage armor at this point.
Yeah, Thoth, from what you could tell, it doesn't really look like anything's been through here, at least recently. Definitely not, but it's hard to tell if anything's been through here in the past couple of days. Like, the trail looks kind of fresh, but you can't really get a grip on how recently.
It is, okay. How, recently it is. I can just kind of tell, it just happened. I can tell it happened at a certain time before, just not definitive on when that time was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys are going to continue down the trail toward the vineyard now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see the rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
Do you think that's our guy? Wait a minute. Who is this guy?
Noel? What do you
pull
think?
out my book again, start reading.
He said he's just standing there, beckoning us to come to him.
Yeah, he's just standing there beckoning.
Ah, damn it, there's nothing. Puts book back.
Alright.
Go ahead and give me... What would reading be? More intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Then give me an intelligence check at advantage, because you have been really thumbing through this book a bit recently.
I read slow.
I mean, yeah, like most of the stuff that you're looking at is just like the stuff that you already sort of know. Like you look at like zombies, you look at like
Yeah, like
werewolves, skeletons. Like you're more like at this
I'm in
current point.
I'm
It's
in
like
the first
going
chapter.
through.
I'm just like,
Yeah, like it's more like going through like a video game magazine and just looking at the
Shoot,
games
what are
that
you clipping?
know in it first, and then going through it the rest of the way after that.
yeah.
Like at this current point, you're like, oh yeah, I know about this, I know about this. So you're sort of just looking at a couple of things. Like you look more into like the twig blights and the druids that you face. Like
Yeah, like just
it's all
like
information
seeing
that
what information is like. I'm just seeing what others have written about the stuff that I already kind of know of, and like what different things they might take away from it. I'm just kind of like, I'm like reharnessing like
each,
more information that I'm like I would
and
get
like
say, yeah.
yeah, and each entry has like a drawing with it. It's basically a monster manual like for D&D, but it's more like standard intrinsic thoughts about like the creatures and like what like people have like it's you see like it's like the picture, the name, and then stemming down from there is just a bunch of information that people have collected and information that was passed on to other people about all these different things. So
Say
like the twig blights, for example, like you like sort of like how Navari and Van Richten knew if they're standing still, like they are completely indistinguishable from a regular old bush. They can use their twigs to their limbs to attack people. And then aside from that, like they're very easy to hit, that kind of shit. Fire handles them very easily. Like it's like that kind of thing, like almost reading like
exactly.
a
And it's like,
bestiary.
yeah, exactly. I'm just like, since Thoth kind of has like he wouldn't like if he were to re-look at that twig, like because he didn't know a twig blight, you know what I mean? So he's like, oh, now that I do know a twig blight, he's like, oh, I didn't know about them being that indistinguishable. That's why we were able to walk upon it. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, okay, I understand that. Like now he's like, oh, that makes sense. And he's like recapping all this information. He's like,
You
oh,
realize as you're
that
reading the
makes
stuff about
sense.
the
That
twig
makes
blight,
sense.
you're like,
I
Quack.
get that now.
you're like, it makes sense that it couldn't hit me because of the fact that I didn't like walk close enough to it. There was a good amount of space between me and them.
Exactly. Like he's like, oh, like he's like all of these like new found philosophies are just started popping in his head. He's like, okay, I get this now. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, like
I get.
you're beginning to understand it at least at a base level using stuff that you already had some knowledge of and looking further into it at this current point.
Got it.
Like most stuff you'll have to like some time to actually read about, but you'll get to a point where it's easy to recall a lot of the information. It'll take a little bit, but you'll get there.
Okay.
So yeah, this guy is standing off in CG stumps. Let me take a look at this map again really quick. Do they have like outer areas set up? No, they don't. Okay. So I will not switch. I mean, I could just switch over to a different map just for the hell of it.
Oh, we're back.
Sorry.
So you guys would basically be coming in from. I'll just have y'all come in from the left hand side again. Boop.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all be coming in from like off of here, or no, because it would have to be north. So let me.
Nicely done.
Y'all be coming in from this way. Yeah, y'all be coming in from this way. To your right would be where the windmill is. And then off this way would be where the tree line continues back in almost like an alcovey type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And back off that way. Sorry, let me use my and ping. Back off in like this kind of direction, like way back towards the tree line. It's about another like 50, 60 feet from the edge of the map there. Is where that guy is standing.
Okay.
We trusting this guy or?
Now I'm confused. Yeah. Why is he waving us over?
Well, can't hurt to approach, and if things go south, I trust y'all.
Noel?
turns to Aegon. Do you sense danger at all? You have the better senses of us.
Well, I don't. I'm gonna kind of do my sniffies, like. Natural 20.
Jesus Christ, dude.
You know that it's more than just him. You can't tell exactly how many, but it's more than just one person.
Well, I know we see one person, but my senses tell me that there may be more than one.
Well, we can't be taken by surprise, so
You want me to talk to him and see what happens?
I think,
Noel, you know the people here better than any of us. I will come with you if you want to.
yeah, I think
See what he
it's
wants.
safe to say either way we're gonna have to approach. He already knows we're here, so.
Yeah.
all right.
He's
Say
already
so,
seen
buddy.
us. Yeah.
I ready both my guns. At least I don't ready them. I just kind of have them. I'm just kind of walking with like holding them on my side, or at least like in a way where I'm like close where my hands are to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get closer
Alright.
and kind of.
As we approach 30 feet to this guy, let me see here. Let me read this. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts as we're approaching.
Is there a save that needs to be made?
I believe it's only if I'm digging deeper.
Yeah, I think surface level thoughts you can
and
just hear.
I'm doing this surface level right now, seeing what's immediately on his mind, what he's most thinking of.
The main thing that you feel coming through is essentially like relief, seeing some people finally coming to essentially his aid. Like, you can tell that like it's relief because he's in a bit of a pickle.
Navari kind of whispers to Noel as they're approaching. Seems like he's more relieved than anything else. Seems like he's having some issues.
I could really go for some venison jerky right now.
We'll see if he can find
as you all approach, 4 more people in what appear to be dark leather rain cloaks and cowls all come out and sort of like huddle themselves around the main person that was standing there.
Those are, Navari, those are just random surface level thoughts from Aegon.
Oh, yeah, not targeting you.
I know, it just randomly, like, you just hear, I could go for some venison jerky.
She turns to Aegon for a moment. She never said she was casting a spell, so she just kind of looks at him and goes to her smile and be like, "We'll find you some, big guy."
What? He's like looks confused and goes, and his eyes go wide, like, oh crap.
She winks and then turns back. This is a concentration spell, by the way, so she will hold it for the time being.
The surface level thoughts that you pick up from the rest of the people are pretty much the same as the main person that you see. As they all like begin to like come out and gather themselves around him, he removes the cowl and introduces himself. He goes, "Hello, my name is Davian Martikov. I am the owner of Divinery. I was hoping someone would come along eventually. I could really use your help."
We hear you're behind on a shipment.
He begins to make his way towards you. He goes, "Yes, to my son at the Blue Water Inn. We had a bit of a run-in with some druids and some blights. They attacked, forced us out. We've been taking refuge in the woods ever since.
Oh, we
I
fought
just-
some of those.
If there's anything that you could do to help,
Oh, we
Of
got him.
course. Of
dead.
course.
We've taken out 3 druids and some blights on our way around here, so it's nothing.
There may be more.
Do you think there might be more?
Yeah,
Is
I'm
there
just saying
more?
it's not something. It's not.
There's
something we're
more.
not- Oh wait, there's more.
Do you know whereabouts they've been coming from, or is it you were attacked on the road?
they forced their way in.
Are
I'm
the-
really not sure where they came from. We were all working, processing the shipment to begin sending it out. We had the doors open, getting ready to get the wagon moving, and they just were there. The next thing I knew.
Okay,
So extermination it is.
get them out of the winery.
From the way they were approaching us, I would assume that the only way to rid them from this place would be wiping them clean, yes. It would be
Right.
a great honor, and I would be very appreciative if you could do this for me.
As we are
Gee.
here at the request of your son, Erwin.
You see he like has like a very visible like god damn it kind of thing.
What are those surface level thoughts?
Of course Irwin would send someone.
It's fortuitous that we were headed this way anyway.
We'll be happy to help.
I would very much appreciate it.
Get her done.
All right, boys, let's get a move on. Let's get these druids out of here.
Let's do it.
As you go to leave, one of the others steps forward, having pulled his cowl back, introduces himself as Adrian, the eldest son of Davian. And he looks at you and he goes, if, we could still be able to make the shipment once clean, if you can find the wine, there are 3 barrels in the loading dock, another 3 and several bottles in the cellar, and we still have a bunch more fermenting as well, so this would be a very great help not only for us, but for the people of Valaki as well.
3 there, 3 in there, keep the bottles. Okay, all right, yeah. We'll get them all out, and we'll make sure that any and all wine that's already in there is untouched.
All right, so do you guys make your way towards the winery now?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 All right. Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall, and iron fencing along its roofline. The trail ends in an open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. Let me... where did I put it? Why didn't it... Oh, I have to bin something. Shit. I didn't mean to pump you guys into there, my fault. We'll just get rid of this one. And then add that. This is where you are.
Oh, God. Ooh, this is a big map.
We
oh
are
gosh, even bigger.
what,
All right.
ground floor, right?
It's 2 floors. Yeah, you guys are at the ground floor. You are. Let me see where.
Do you need me to drop the tokens in?
Yes, if you could.
Yeah, I got you. Is Van Richten's not with us anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Goodness already. You my boy Blue.
All right, so we have a couple of options to do this. We can send a scout in invisible, take a look around.
Over the table, my girlfriend made katsudan. This shit is fire.
Oh shit!
That sounds delicious.
Hell yeah, bro.
Bro, I'm hungry. All right, so I have invisibility. So
Okay.
we do have the ability to send someone as a scout, look around.
Every thought that you all have, hold them.
Right.
As you approach the winery, you hear the rustle of dead vines all around you. Inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs crackling as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. 30 needle blights emerge from the surrounding vineyard and are making their way toward you and the winery.
30?
They have just become visible and are 120 feet away. You have 2 choices. You can either barricade yourselves inside the winery or stand and fight.
Let me
Let you know ahead of time before you make your decision. If you decide to stay outside and fight, in the 3rd round of combat, things begin coming, like more things begin adding into the combat.
Let me go pee real quick.
Until the 5th round.
All right, let me go bathroom real quick.
Okay, we'll strategize from there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Literally, the book says when the characters reach the winery, read.
Well,
Oh, man.
we have a couple of obviously we have some options.
I'll give you a bit of a better breakdown. The 30 needle blights are in 6 groups of 5.
Okay.
Since you were just looking in your Monster Hunter's guidebook about the needle blights, and Noelle, since you know enough about them, you know that their closing speed is about 30 feet in 6 seconds.
Okay.
That's when they're not running. That's when they're not running.
Okay, and they're like marching.
If they're running, it's 60 feet. So they would get to you very quickly.
If they perceive us.
I'm sure they already
know you're there. Yeah,
okay.
You
they're on
walked past the vineyard getting to the main house.
So being inside here makes it so that we have more we funnel them out a little bit easier, but we also don't want to really risk anything damaged on the inside. So fighting's probably if we want to complete the quest to its best, I think fighting is probably the best option. I did switch out one of my level 1 spells, so I have Chromatic Orb, so I do have fire on me now.
You have fire on you?
Yeah, I do have a fire spell on me.
Ooh.
I'm just waiting for Art to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot he went to the bathroom. My bad.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so I might need you to hit me with that fire.
Why do you want to be hit by the fire?
Because I can absorb elements.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you the elemental power. It just reduces damage you take from it.
Oh, okay. Heard.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I mean,
So-
it does make your next attack have a bit of damage based off of the element, but I think based off of
It's not a ton.
So
Oh,
yeah, it's not a
okay.
ton. Navari's damage to you would be more than the damage you deal to them.
So
Okay.
as not so as speaking for how what Aegon would either A, have you guys start going inside, and he would stand and fight and start holding them off. He knows that these things aren't necessarily difficult to beat. He wouldn't know, however, that more things will start coming.
Yeah. Having like Navari up in the second level shooting spells from above wouldn't be a bad idea. Especially since
Assuming the place isn't overrun by.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't know if how many druids are in here.
Oh, I think we lost the. Hold on.
I do.
The other
Thanks,
thing
buddy.
is, right? They can close on us pretty quick, from what Noel knows.
And we need the range. That's not. I also
Well, the
don't.
problem is they have. Would Noel know if they have a ranged attack?
The needle blights? No, they don't.
I'm trying to think of what all Noel would know about these things.
Navari has 2 level 1 spell slots, 2 level 2 spell slots, and 1 level 3. And all of her damaging cantrips are touch. Kind of a bad move on my part thinking on it, but you know.
I still have. So I have the cantrip Word of Radiance.
I'm with this.
I also still have 3 first level spells and 2 second level.
Well,
So I can
Some on
smite
others.
for days.
Mhm.
I pretty much still have all my.
I also have
think
prayer
with-
healing. So
I think with our, if everyone gets solid enough damage number, because you said it's like 6 of them coming at us at a time, or
5 groups of 6.
Yeah, 5
Five
groups of
groups.
6.
Okay,
Or I think he said 6 groups of 5.
that's what I thought. Yeah, but was it 6 groups of 5
Six
or
groups of
5
five.
groups of 6?
6 of 5.
Yes.
Okay, if it's 6 groups of 5, I think with everyone, with you 3 having extra attack, and Navari most likely being able to one-shot one of them on their own, I think we could effectively take out a wave of them a round of combat. The problem will, for me, the problem comes when Navari runs out of spell slots.
right.
Now, we don't know. So do we know that the druids inside are controlling?
We
the
don't know. We
lights
don't know if there's
outside?
anything
We
in.
don't know that, right?
Yeah, we don't know anything if anything is inside or not. So
Would I be able to use detect magic to see if they're in there? Or
detect
see
magic
if, like,
would just be able to tell you what kind of spell it is. It wouldn't necessarily
Okay.
give you like. It wouldn't let you pinpoint. You would have to concentrate in order to like pinpoint more information. It would just tell you whatever kind of magic that was used.
It says, for the duration, you sense the presence of a magical effect within 30 minutes, 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can take the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. And if an effect was created by a spell, you'll learn the spell's school of magic. The spell is blocked by 1 foot of stone. Oh, and we're blocked. Okay, and then or dirt wood or 1 inch of metal or So I couldn't even do it anyways because we're outside. I had to be
My
inside.
issue comes from if we stand and fight these things as they approach and they're done, and we go inside after that, then what's waiting for us in there? You know?
Right.
To her, there's more. Yeah, I guess it's just for us. It's the decision is the bigger threat the horde that's coming after us, or whatever is the perceptual threat inside of the building. And I'll choose the building. I think there might be the biggest threat is probably inside the building. Because I feel like we can always. I feel like it's the horde sucks, but if by coincidence it's correlated, then that would help us. You know what I mean? Instead of us being out there just fighting a complete horde and then diminishing that horde and then having to, like y'all said, go into the building and then fight at like weaker health and like pretty battered from like a multiple rounds of fighting.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like with how much AC Navari can get, I feel like they could just be stalled out, but while the inside's dealt. But that's like too dangerous. I don't know.
Do you think you'd be able to? You think Navari would be able to stay and like hold the entire horde while we go inside and clean out? And
So
then
the reason why I say that is because Navari has she has an AC of 18. She has her arcane ward, and then she has shield. With shield, her AC gets to 23, and it will also regen her arcane ward if she ever does take damage. Her cantrips that she has are close range, so if she needs to attack any of them, she can. The problem then becomes if they just they become too much, then it's a problem. But like in terms of distracting them, she probably has the resources to do so. Maybe what
do we
we
split
might
up? Do we split? Do we
No.
split?
I think if Aegon and Navarre hold the line, and then Noel and Thoth take out at least what's on the first level, I think we could probably do decent that way. Because Aegon has the damage with extra attack, and if he needs to, smite. And Navarre can be the target.
How far out can those guns reach?
I got a 30,
The pepper box can go up to 80 without imposing disadvantage.
and the Gutbuster is 30.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick while y'all play.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
Because if anybody would stay outside, it'd be Thoth to pepper them with rounds as they're approaching.
And then if they do get a little closer, I have the Gutbuster to push him back.
My issue with that is that Thoth is not like
Right.
He
so
he can take
somebody
them out
could
if they get
be-
close, but if too many of them get close to him at the time, he's gonna wear down. Because you don't
Right,
have a
yeah.
lot of AC or health, right?
Yeah, I have 34 as far as.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
And then
well,
my AC is 15.
Yeah, Navari has more health and AC than you do.
but like Thoth wouldn't be out there alone if we did split it up.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I thought the two
But at the
best
same
total
time,
front line would be
we could-
Aegon and Navari.
We could clear the winery out quicker if it's all four of us going through it. And then we can deal with those hordes. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of thinking that if we start the fight out here, anything inside is gonna come outside.
right.
And if it is
He
druids
said-
and
okay,
they
so
can
he
wild
said-
shape,
I remember he said by the third round, other things are gonna start spawning in. If we go in.
right? I'm
If
just
we stay,
thinking
no,
from
if
like
we, no, he said if we
a
stay
druid.
outside and fight, that's by the third round.
Right.
Something's gonna come into the fight.
right, and I'm thinking like druids, wild shape, like
Especially if we're doing 6 of 5. That's halfway through. Something's gonna come into the fight. That's I kind of
Realistically,
I understand what Guilt is saying now, but I mean, like I said, like I'm kind of already in that same boat because, like I said, if it works in our benefit to go inside and handle that first, I think that would pretty much be
Now,
the
if this was
standard
Art's
goal.
campaign where we had like 10 people, we could split up. But
Yeah.
we don't have the numbers for that. Or if Richtofen was still with us, we could split up. Because we'd have at least an extra person. But
mm, I feel like the highest risk reward would be to split up, but I see what you mean. I think we could do it.
I don't disbelieve in the abilities to handle the situation. I just also understand the idea of expediting the adventure. Not like quickly, but I guess more effectively because it's like, yeah, like
it's
in a
also
way that,
midnight.
you know what I mean? Like in a
Yeah.
way of like in the sense of like if we go in here and or even if we split up, like you saying, it's only gonna be so long before something happens. Let's just say that we're finishing up the fight and you're in that third like round, right? Now
Mhm.
something is being brought in and we're barely finishing up like the first floor. You know what I mean? Who's to say some greater action won't come in and be like from an outside force that will like deter y'all and now overwhelm y'all versus us having to now push out. You feel me?
I see what you mean. I'm cool with whatever you guys really want to do.
I'd rather go in. It's and not just from like a tactical standpoint, but because it's also midnight, and I do have to work tomorrow.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you just want to stop talking about this?
He's like,
Like,
stop it,
don't get
we're
me
going
wrong.
inside.
I would love to throw the boomerang some more,
All right. Okay, we can go
but
inside.
I think it would be.
You are absolutely correct. It is definitely very late.
So,
I
do we,
figured
so do we
Imagine
want to
some
go
just
inside
sort
and
of
pin it, or?
at least a general plan, yeah. I mean, you can just hold out inside for now, but if you wanted to decide to instead go out and fight, I will allow that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we all
When we
pretty
come
much
back
are
for the
gonna go
next time.
inside.
You know what I just imagined? Like the door is shut, and then Thoth opens the door, takes a pop shot, shuts the door again.
For real.
Yeah.
Just kick, just
He
swing
opens
door
the
open.
door, shoots,
Pow!
closes the door,
Close door
Aegon
again.
gets in front, they open the door, Aegon swings, door closes, they swap places, he shoots, it's just Aegon's the sword or Aegon's the shield and Thoth is the sword, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, I think going inside is probably the best option. And I know for a fact, despite the fact that I have all these tools to be able to stall out something like that, I know my luck's gonna be shit.
What
All
room
right,
would you guys
the
want
only way
to
you can
be
get
running
me.
into? What room would you guys be wanting to run into?
The main door.
Okay, so right here.
Yes. Yes.
Copy that. Let me go
Alright.
ahead and clear that for y'all.
It's gonna be like one of those storm the castle things.
There's not much room. Holy fuck.
I'm gonna go in.
You all make your way into
Yeah.
the Barrel Maker's Workshop. Strips of iron and wood lie in neat piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. Tables stand against the east wall. This is where they make wine barrels.
Is there like a bar or anything that we could put over the door? Like, does it swing in or does it swing out?
Door swings in, and then there is like the slots for a bar, but since you see like a fistful of like wood slats here for making barrels, you just take a handful and like stack them in if you're gonna bar it up as you go in.
Man.
As you all finish making your way inside.
I
We will put a pin in it here so you guys can take your time over the next week to develop a battle plan.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of shut the
Alright.
door behind us and kind of like keep peeking out
Just
to
drop
check
a bunch of the. Oh, you're keeping okay.
Yeah, like keep checking outside to see like their progress.
Right on.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds pretty good. All right.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, of course,
Blast,
man.
Isagi
All right.
/ Law,
Boo.
Shu, and Gil,
You're-
thank you all so much for hanging.
I'm one
Hang
playing
on.
this
Oh.
with me.
There is one last thing I want to do. I said I would save it for either when we rest or when the session ends. I'll as if this happened while we were traveling. For Thoth, the message kind of goes off as we're traveling, kind of off on your own. You like, I imagine you're like either like polishing like your Gutbuster or something. The spell kind of goes off on Gutbuster, so you hear a voice. It's Navari's voice, and it says, "I can't wait to see the greatness you will grow out to from here on out. I'll be watching."
Thoth just, I like during that moment, Thoth just is like, eh, be better than that.
There you go.
Awesome. Let's see, who can we bother?
And I like go off like after we had that talk and went to bed, but we kept going. So I'm like, well, this is embarrassing.
Alright. Well,
Well, thank you,
Again, thank you all. so much.
Tabletop Papa.
of course.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'm raiding out real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make sure you guys watch on Sunday for Plaza's campaign.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Right, so we are going to raid out to Sunshine. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out for D&D on Monday. Sunday is my campaign with the big group, and we will have more information and notifications throughout the week. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream and have a great night, everyone.
Good night.
Nah.
Bye.